Welcome to the Goods from the Woods. My name is Rivers Langley.
I'm Sam Harder.
And today we are joined by two very special guests. Joining us once again, it's our buddy
Seth Pomeroy.
And joining us for the first time, it's our other friend,
Prateek Srivastava. Hey.
How's it going, y'all? What's happening?
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you for doing this. We've been trying to make this happen for a while now. But the man cannot stay off the road. This is an actual successful touring comedian for the first time in this fucking studio. So we're so happy to have you here and making it happen. Prateek is one of the producers of Comedy in English. So if you're a stand-up comedian out there and you want a challenge,
it's a workout room. I'll say
it's a fucking amazing workout room. I was trying to tell this to Seth on the way here.
It sounds incredible.
It is because the room is packed. The show is always extremely well attended.
We never have a problem getting people in there.
No,
which is the challenge of every show ever.
Yeah,
we don't have that problem.
So it's like perfect, but then there is the monkey's paw element of like, oh, and by the way, half these people are from Spain, and figure it the fuck out, and you become
That sounds racist.
or Norway.
It's not racist. Some part of Europe where
Croatia.
Croatia.
That was the one I just did.
They're from Transylvania.
They don't understand stand-up.
They were all hanging upside down and waiting to go fly out into the night. The Transylvanians, they're just unruly. But you just become very, very aware, at least I do, of how much of your shit is American cultural references. Where you're like, okay, I gotta figure this out.
Or I find myself saying like, oh, you guys know this, or I like keep asking, which also sounds like xenophobic too. Like, you guys have bread in your country, right?
That's right.
Yeah, we invented bread over here.
That's fantastic. Why is the audience always guaranteed to be
because we're performing it in a rec room of a hostel.
Okay,
international youth hostel.
There it is.
Yeah, so
awesome.
And it's always like younger people too. Like it's very very fun.
We'll get 10-year-olds. Like we almost had a 10-year-old walk in on Saturday.
Like you get this right. It's like I get very little.
What's like the do you have a memory of like maybe the toughest audience situation down there?
We had, I think when I first started helping with the show. Show's been going on, by the way, for like 5 years. There's been multiple producers there. The current producers are me, Michael Magid, Dahlia Malik, great people.
Friends of the show,
Yes. But yeah, like when I first started helping out, one of the shows I did, and we also, by the way, we give out snacks to people. We pay out of our own pocket for snacks.
Yes.
Whoa, I gotta go.
Pretty cool hostel.
Yeah.
I didn't care before, but
now that's the thing that gets you.
Ruffles brings
Transylvanian people, no. Snacks, yes. So this one like audience member starts grabbing the snacks from the snack table and just distributing them like he's fucking Johnny Appleseed. I'm like, what are you doing? They can come up and get them themselves. What the fuck are you doing? And he was like eating Ruffles like very loudly. Like there's a quiet way to do it, but he's like doing it very loudly. In the middle, of course, my set, of course.
Crinkling. That's what we all love.
We love that crinkle.
It helps the rhythm of the show.
Well, that's the perfect
I think I hate crinkling worse than bachelorette parties. I think
that's the perfect time to get a comic destroys heckler. Are you fucking eating Ruffles? Are you fucking interrupting my set by loudly eating Ruffles?
They're plain flavored. At least eat sour cream.
Stomp on the bag of chips. Dump them into their mouth.
Oh, man, I saw a really funny crowd interaction last night. The comic didn't do anything, but the crowd member said something hilarious. The comic asked anybody if they had a bad tattoo, and this guy was like, yeah. And he's like, what is it? He says, I have a tattoo on my leg that says no vanity all the way down. And he was like, well, why don't you like it? Yeah, it already sounds bad. He's like, why don't you like it? And he's like, well, I ended up having sex with a girl named Vanity. And I didn't even realize it at the time, but then my friend pointed it out. So now it seems like I have a tattoo of a girl name on my leg.
Did he get that tattoo just to make that bad joke?
No, he got it before.
Okay.
His soulmate, a woman named Vanity, he couldn't love him.
Nobody
read the tattoo.
Nobody would commit to a pun that much about their ex-girlfriend.
But then the opposite must be true, that a man got a tattoo that just said no vanity on his leg.
Did he seem like a man that had no vanity in his life?
Okay. They're I think one of the owners and operators of the Kratom shop next door.
Fucking A. Smoking that crackdom.
Yeah,
Oh man. Well, and Prateek moved to L.A. just back in November. Yeah. So we actually met for the first time in Chicago.
Yes.
At a what was the pizza place? What was it called?
Demo's Pizza Place.
Yeah,
Yes.
there we go. And then about a month later,
Here I am.
here he is. Yeah. How has life been treating you in Los Angeles? How's the adjustment been?
Here's the thing: like things close early here versus
Yeah, hell
Chicago.
yeah.
That kind of sucks. Drinks are also way more expensive. I found myself drinking less out here, so thank you, expensive prices.
That's what
Right? Yeah, that was something I said when I came back from Chicago. Actually, is
Yes.
something that you just don't see a lot of here in the comedy scene, especially is just late night. All the comedians are drunk shows. That's not that much of a thing here, really, unless
it's a huge thing here.
I'm from a Nashville
It's an
comedy
absolutely
scene,
You
wild.
think so?
Yes.
Where at? Where are you
Third
going?
wheel,
Okay,
accidental
sure.
chaos, unseen contemporary.
Okay.
Any
I gotta write
is
these
the
down. Hang on
Batman
any
for a
place
second.
that has
The
a house
Batman
show.
of-
I gotta fill my
Okay.
alcoholism.
Any.
He's watching the streets at all
It's
times.
Rivers just isn't invited. To this
Yeah, that's
shit.
true. That's true. I'm a bummer. I'm a huge bummer, so that makes
everyone
sense.
You don't want to drink Skull vodka with Spence Griffin at Third Wheel at 1 in the morning.
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
Is that
okay.
the Dan Aykroyd vodka?
Yeah. No, Skull, not Skull.
yeah.
No, even worse. The plastic bottle shit. No, Spence is cool though. I hang out with them there and don't drink, but like they're places where you're like they should have like fentanyl testing strips like behind the counter where they charge people $5 to do the open mic because they're just gonna need them probably throughout the
Take
night.
your strip and write your name down.
Okay.
There's a slotted sign up for the fentanyl service.
yeah. The show is a bucket, but the fentanyl you got to sign up online.
There's a place I went, Accidental Chaos. I went there one night, and it's a shit show there always. Went there to try to see if I could sign up for the mic. Couldn't see the open mic list. They wouldn't let me because the host was rolling a blunt on it.
Hell
and I had to
yes.
wait for him to finish before I could see the list.
That's that good accidental chaos. Right?
Yeah.
That's the kind of accidental chaos I'm looking for.
What was he fast about it? Did you ever think about interceding and be like, "Hey, I can do this better and quicker"?
No, he was already kind of in the middle of it, and
Okay.
I was just as soon as he said that, I was already like, "Well, fuck this place." I could already see that the list was kind of long, and when he was done, the list was too long for me to even.
He rolled up the joint with the list and then
Yeah.
smoked the list. You're like, what happens now?
I now want to run an open mic just to do this.
Just
'Cause
smoke the list.
Yeah, well, no,
Smoke the
'cause-
list.
Yeah. You roll. Oh yeah.
If comics are pissing off, like, you know what? I'm gonna smoke this list.
smoking the list.
Mike is done.
This is California, motherfucker. I'm smoking the list. Anything's a blunt.
I think it would be funny because I can't roll a blunt, so it's just I'm taking for fucking ever doing it. Like, oh, I'm gonna get this. Hold on.
Oh, that's awesome. Let's go there.
Oh man.
Okay, we can.
Let's go there and drink for cheap.
All right, show's
There you
over.
go.
Out of a backpack.
That is a thing. Also, these late night open mics do have sometimes for donation you can get a drink for very cheap,
Okay.
Yeah.
and so there's a lot of people who would rather go there than a bar. You know, hang out with all your friends, do a quick set.
Yeah.
That you're too drunk to do, and
Yep.
then scream at people, and then go out on the sidewalk and keep doing that. You know?
Yep.
That's right. Achieve nothing and drag each other down. That's
Yeah.
the main thing.
That's common.
That's the main thing you want to do here.
They do. They wear shirts that say "Comedy is freedom" at these places.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Goodness
Oh no.
gracious. At least they're not
You'll
chest
see a shirt or
tattoos.
two like that.
Good Lord.
But it is. We all have to agree as comics. It is freedom.
Right now, I
It's
feel like I'm
freedom.
in a good free zone.
I'm pretty
There's
free.
a lot of freedom in this room.
A lot of free.
I could take my
I'm
pants
smelling
off.
the freedom right
I don't think
now.
anyone would mind.
Yeah, well, at least it smells like freedom. This morning, for no reason, just the smell of cat food just crept into my room, like a very
beautiful.
strong cat food odor.
Sandman.
Yeah, I was like, it's just, what the fuck is this haunted ass place? There's it's very.
So there's
very
no cat
upsetting.
here. I guess that's
There's a dead cat in the walls.
No.
So there's cat here.
No cat.
There's a dead cat somewhere.
We
in the
just
walls.
we also get weird wafts of smell in my apartment.
I'm telling you, this place is. Oy.
We love it.
Was it built on a cat burial ground?
Potentially.
Those indigenous cats. that
Pet
live there.
cemetery.
Yeah, there we go. By the way, I figure go ahead and do this because I speaking of cats and the things that kill it, I'm very curious.
I don't want to go in.
Wow, where's this going?
Take my
Clickbait, very clickbait.
Take my name off this podcast.
Where is this leading?
Sam, you see, curiosity.
Okay.
That's what killed the cats, and I have been curious ever since.
Oh, here we go.
Ever since life's journey brought me to the Chevron station at the corner of White Oak and Reseda.
Oh shit!
Oh, that's
Chevron.
That's a great Chevron.
Yeah, that's a great
Deep,
Chevron. You
deep
drink that for
valley.
real cheap. At that Chevron.
White Oak and Ventura. Apologies, but at any rate,
And they don't care if you hang out in the parking lot. That's right. I started a $5 open mic there.
Yeah.
Very successful.
Yeah, and I've got a $5 dice game next to it. But
That is another thing that happens at open mics I've seen.
people playing dice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
They're just like, how do I be a complete degenerate?
I was about to say,
doing
yeah.
this?
Why
How
did-
can I make it even
I'm already
crazier?
abusing my kids. I'm already neglecting my children. Now. How can I?
Why does no one respect this art form? No respect. We get no
man.
respect. I found some other drinks too that we'll be sampling in the next weeks. But this one, I don't even think this is an energy drink. This is called
Gross.
Black.
It's a dark purple.
More than water.
More than water.
So
It's also spelled BLK.
BLK. So this
like
is
an app.
This is a.
It does look
Is that
like
the new
an
abbreviation?
app
Like an app.
logo.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it does look like an app. It's BLK, and the flavor it's strawberry rhubarb.
Ooh, rhubarb. That's classy.
But it looks like black coffee.
yeah, I was gonna say buried in all that dirty water.
Yeah. You
There's some
were
rhubarb in there.
you were literally going to be drinking.
I
What
didn't even notice how black it is.
It's
It's really disgusting.
It's
Let me hold it to light. Let me hold it.
Oh
to
yeah,
light.
yeah.
Let's see what happens.
No light coming through.
I thought
Diet
maybe it'll be a little red.
Nope,
Nope.
nope.
Yeah, not even mature wine.
No,
That sort of
this
sheen to
is-
it.
this
It's like
is,
those water bottles on the bus that are just rolling.
Yeah, full of black
Dude.
urine. Old black
They got some
urine.
kidney problems.
Yeah, that's right. Like, you should definitely see a doctor.
One of those runs into the back of your heel, and you're like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god, I have fucking monkeypox or whatever."
BLK. I got BLK all over me. Fuck.
this says distinctively black. Black beverage is a blend of purified water and our patented fulvic mineral compound. Yeah,
From the Volvos.
yeah, that's right. Yes.
It's ripe.
Drink black for an active lifestyle. The next step in the evolution of beverages. Benefits in a bottle. So this has.
Benefits in the bottle.
Yeah. So
I think Alex Jones endorses this.
we might be getting to him in a
Yeah, he
minute.
was chugging lots of BLK.
Well, no. I'm sure he has his own called WHT.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Fulvic fusion.
it's got
says.
fulvic fusion.
Fulvic fusion, you know.
This is made. Again, it's made in the perfect place, Calabasas, California.
Oh,
yes,
yes.
the Kardashian land.
So you said earlier it's not an energy drink. Is there no caffeine in
Yeah, what
this?
is the selling point?
it's got the Fulvic, you dummy.
Oh, it's the Fulvic.
got the Fulvic.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
You don't drink Volvic,
So
bro?
yeah, what's up, dude?
Yeah,
This is that
no
whole food
caffeine, no calories, no sugars, no dyes, and there is.
Well, this energy drink segment's been falling
Not
apart
really.
the last couple episodes.
Well,
Rivers. We gotta.
I mean,
we gotta get jacked up. On
Look,
something.
I got a pallet
We can't
behind you
do
there.
drugs,
I got
goddammit.
some in the gun for the few weeks. It's all right. This one. Oh my God! Yeah, you can't pass up a bottle of black water.
No, it looks
you know?
great.
Pour some in my
It looks crazy.
coffee, my black coffee. I'll never notice the difference.
Yeah,
That'd be a
it's-
fun. Yeah, I'm gonna do a sip of both in my mouth at the same time.
Let's see which one makes you shit quicker.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's BLK.
So
I'm not going to call it black a ton of times.
No,
It's like
BLK
drink black,
sounds
drink
cooler.
black. Like, I don't think I can comment on this. I will, BLK. I'll drink BLK anytime.
it doesn't have much of a smell, but the smell it does have, it kind of smells like you know how Granddaddy Longlegs smell.
When you murder them,
Yeah.
you slowly murder them. Yeah,
Squish a
sorta.
spider. It kind of smells like that.
Oh,
Clumpy.
and
Hear that?
it's not even
Jesus.
carbonated.
No carbonate.
Carbonation would interfere with the fulvic.
The Volvic.
Yeah, the fusion. There's a whole fusion thing going on in that bottle.
I'm interested to see what it tastes like.
Strawberry rhubarb, Samuel.
But what it actually tastes. I want to see if the aeration made it smell at all. It does. It smells like fruit punch.
Okay, yeah. Well, cheers, gentlemen.
All right.
Okay.
It tastes like shit.
Fucked up water.
I was gonna say
Tastes like fucking shit.
Crystal Light.
I
fucking-
was gonna.
No, that's
a little bit crystal.
That is a great. That's a
Crystal
great.
Light.
I was gonna say.
description.
I was gonna say Propel fitness water. The Powerade fitness
that's
water.
electrolytes. Yeah.
Yeah, any sort of the fake sugar. You know.
Except.
Remember the aspartame drink from last week?
Yeah, the Iron
It,
Brew.
it definitely has that same sort of, and it
A melted popsicle.
I don't know about anyone else if my mouth is different, but is this shit coating your tongue in like a nasty sort of way?
Yeah. Sort of.
Yeah, it's
That's
gross.
the rhubarb spreading out. That's the rhubarb spreading out, fusing with your vulva.
I just don't know what the market is exactly for like nasty looking water.
I know it's like it's not energy; it's just like pure
Is
organic.
it for like cleanses or something?
I guess so, but that's the thing is like
What's the calorie count?
they
on
got to
this?
explain 0.
Whoa, that's why it tastes like shit.
There's nothing in there.
yeah, exactly.
It says balance, love, kindness.
I've been trying, man. I've been trying.
Yeah.
it's difficult.
You fucking morons.
There's a lot-
That's why I go to the Chevron station for that love.
That's right.
Yes,
That's where I go to
that's-
balance with all of my life problems.
the Tarzana
Yeah,
Chevron.
a pack
there
of
you-
cigarettes and a bottle of BLK, please.
Okay. I was joking around earlier, but I just did the sip of coffee, sip of whatever this is in my mouth. It canceled out the flavor of both. I swear to God, it tasted like water
the
almost.
absence of a beverage.
Yeah, it was
removed the beverage.
crazy.
Wow.
I just thought it was going to taste bad, but it was just like it tasted like nothing. That's insane.
It eliminates every other beverage in the body.
Yeah, that's. I'm not going to do that again.
Yeah,
that's not healthy.
yeah. Again, I don't know what the market for this is. It is just weird looking.
Just kind of shitty. If you were really tired and it was hot, you could chug this and it would probably be fine.
As a last resort.
But I don't know why you would
This would-
enjoy having
This would
beverage as
dehydrate the
option.
shit out of
It's
me.
probably super expensive too.
Yeah, imagine staring at an entire case of Dasani, Aquafina, Arrowhead, and then being like, "No, you know what? No,
How do we turn this
be
all
okay."
If they only had
You
Dasani,
got all this water. Now, how can we get it real dark?
may separate if frozen.
Oh no,
It's all about the process,
What
really.
the
It's
fuck
not
is
about
in
the...
the, what is
It's
in
like a
there to
Godard movie.
separate?
the Fulvic.
Oh, it's fucking stevia.
Oh, yeah.
That's why it
Of course.
tastes like shit.
Fulvic is we do have a chemist that listens. So Dr. Andy Vandy, please tell us what Fulvic is.
please.
I am going to assume it is whatever makes swamp water brown. It's probably that.
Yes, it's something.
Decomposing leaves. The shit that if you put this in the ground a million years from now, this will be oil.
That's right.
This you could pour that right into a car.
I believe it.
Also, it's. Did you say earlier it's kosher?
I didn't know, but
It says kosher.
okay, all right, good to know.
Thank
Shalom,
God. I was really
Oy
worried.
vey.
I crossed
Mazel.
some of my beliefs when I was in this freedom room. You're a double
Maybe
check.
go call Manny Shevitz. I don't know.
Yeah, we do call this unholy concoctions or
Yeah, that's
ungodly
right.
concoctions,
That's right.
but this is
This
a godly.
freedom room has too much freedom.
Wait.
That's the problem with freedom.
Does the serious question? Does that mean a rabbi came in and blessed "quote unquote" natural ingredients, citric acid, and stevia extract? Like he was there. He was there. He's like, "This is the right way, the healthy way to do things."
Yeah. That's exactly what that means.
Gosh,
I
that's
love it.
weird.
They got me at the religion.
yeah.
Like, I wasn't sure what
That's
the
where you
product.
got it.
I wasn't sure what the product, but I like the dogma.
Yeah.
we get involved.
So review of.
Yeah.
That's my review.
Yeah. Pretty nothing.
Yeah, I would say it's like 1.5, 2 star out of
Yeah, yeah.
5.
Yeah, it does look gross though. So mission
It looks
accomplished
gross.
there.
Yeah.
It leaves a kind of gross like coating on your tongue for a second after you
Like
drink it.
varnish is on my tongue.
Yeah. It doesn't have a bad aftertaste, really. It goes away pretty quick.
It does,
which compared to a lot of the drinks
Yes.
we drink, that's pretty nice. It's not going to like stay on the back of your throat for the
Yeah.
rest of the
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
That's true. You've ingested so much of this shit. Your body, your stomach is lined.
How many energy drinks do you think we've consumed total? Not like episodes wise, just like if you had to break down each of us, we probably drank like 20 energy drinks between the three of us.
I'm sure it's embarrassing. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it's embarrassing. We don't even need.
Yeah,
we don't need the statistics for that.
Hold that water, keep on rolling. Mississippi moon, won't you keep on shining on me? Hold that water, keep on rolling. Mississippi moon, won't you keep on shining on me?
By the way, I like to help out the community as much as I can, and in this case, the community is Cleveland. Yeah. So this is someone posting on Cleveland's Craigslist. Tell me if you guys think you can help or something. So the title is "Looking for Free Things That I Can Break."
Mm-hmm. Limp Bizkit fan.
This guy should.
I've enjoyed this record for years. I haven't been able to really tap into what the lyrics are talking about.
I guess they don't have one of those like crazy smash rooms like they have. You can like go into a place and
I've heard about
buy,
this.
and then they'll just let you smash old microwaves with a baseball bat. And
how do you talk to the person you let in that room afterwards when you work there? You're like, so I'll see you later. Just go out that door. Don't come back in here. Don't
till we're done.
Don't tell me about your anger problem or why you.
I don't want to talk about what I saw. Just you get out of here. And fade.
So I think this guy leaving this post probably went to one of those, and now he is looking for the home edition.
Well, it's fun. It's
so
fun.
looking for free things I can break, and here's the post. I'm trying to create a rage room out of my garage.
Okay, here you go.
Not open to the public. I'm looking for electronics and glass, and if you have anything that will smash.
Electronics. They want to see some smoke.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I think they just break apart real good. There's like a lot of small things.
Yeah, that's right.
inside.
Yeah, it's office space.
into
The coffee, the
confetti.
copy machine.
Once I found out about these places, I looked up websites of them, and there's several in Las Vegas. I think there's one here, but they show you videos of the people doing them, and they all look like idiots.
Of course.
Because you can't even see their face because they're fully in like a bodysuit and mask to protect themselves. But just the action of like hitting an old car that doesn't work with a baseball bat is just like, this is like a child fantasy come true.
Yeah.
Well, have y'all ever seen, like, they do those at like high school football games for sometimes where they'll bring out an old shitty car and then let people like as a
I guess I've seen
fundraiser,
that,
like let
Like
people.
boosters. It's like,
You can take a shit in the trunk and slash the tires. This is not really.
I just like the guy. I like the guy who saw that and was like, "All right, this, but not for a good cause."
Yeah, that's great. Bring
This,
the kids
but
out. Let them do it.
Pure profit and destruction.
That's amazing.
But yeah, this guy looking for anything that'll smash. Type of items: 2 as in hammers, sledge, golf clubs, baseball bats, hockey
Sledge.
sticks, and any.
Little sledge.
Get a little sledge.
SoundCloud rapper, little sledge.
He wants to start a rage room, and he doesn't even have the melee weapon.
I know, right?
That's fucked.
come
That's
on.
fucked.
Yeah, and this is exactly how it's written: sledge, golf clubs, baseball bats, hockey sticks, and anything I can smash. No emails or text, just calls.
Whoa.
Just calls. I got a landline. I'm in the room right now. I'm waiting to destroy shit. Just
He's got a
call.
flip phone.
yeah. Call direct.
Can we call him right now?
Yeah, that's right.
Might be-
It cut off the number on there. My screenshot.
Thank God that man will. That man will destroy my room. At very least, he'll destroy one of my rooms, and I have a lot of things I like.
I wonder in the public rage rooms if they have to tell people that they are not allowed to, get down with the smashed things.
Yeah.
Because, at a certain point, a lot of these people, they're so filled with rage, they're going to become horny.
Yeah.
And they have to tell these people, they have to hit them with a spray bottle or something. Like, hey,
Hose.
chill.
The red light comes on, and they're like, "Whoa, okay, we're coming in."
Yeah, we're coming in to intercede. You cannot.
It's funny because they get a time limit too, and there's like you have to pay for like
More
per,
time.
per thing.
Yeah, I want about
There's a
10
premium.
more.
It costs
At least 10 more minutes.
It's like Patreon. You got
They have like different levels of what kind of stuff you can get in, but you can also add in extra. Like, oh, you want an extra microwave to smash? That'll be $15 or whatever. You
Just
know.
got paid today. I'll have 3 microwaves.
Do you think it's like
Rage on label.
that's what I was going to say. Yeah, step right up.
Come to pick up my microwaves.
Tuesday is all you can rage.
That's right.
2 for 1.
2 for 1. That's all you can rage in there. I
Do
don't
you
know
think
why.
it's like sports where like the last minute they're like, we got to fucking run this up. We got a minute left.
No,
We're
dude.
going full in.
Supermarket sweep. Like, we gotta go. God damn it.
Yeah, the last minute they cut the lights and it's just red sirens going off.
That's right. It's smashing a cereal box on a table. Fuck you.
Actually, that's probably the whole time. They immediately turn the lights off and just.
That's what I want to do is have like a giant, like a 64-ounce like movie theater drink that I could smash on something and watch it just explode. Like, I want to do that. I want to see like food explode. I want to rub pizza on a wall. I want to get, I want to get a little more weirder with it. Why are you smashing things? I smash a lot of things.
Like a food fight zone?
Just weirder. I should be able to do weirder
wall,
things.
A food wall.
Food
You
wall,
don't fight.
Are you
Because
fully
this isn't a
clothed,
race.
Yes, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. Perhaps, I don't know. Maybe not.
Depends on how the mood strikes me.
Not because I'm horny. It's because I want to get real weird with it.
That's a premium.
Yeah. I want to feel like a real animal in there going, but I know nothing. I've learned nothing. Sex, murder.
Yeah. Just give me.
I'm not a human.
Let me smash bones with other bones. Like 2001.
That's what I mean. That's all I really need.
That's all
Some
I
sort of
wanna do.
visceral. Please let me pee on something.
So
Like I know I'm just supposed to smash it, but can I pee? It's already smashed.
we should go to a rage room. I think that's what we should
Okay,
do. We should.
I'll look up where the
I was
money
gonna
flows.
say
Yeah.
we got to find one in LA and go.
They seem like one of those businesses that's unsustainable. Because at some point, people are like, I'm just going to do this at home by fucking punching a hole in the wall or something.
I was thinking a shitty house.
Oh, I found it. Welcome to Rage Ground, Los Angeles's anger room.
Jesus Christ.
This seems like
Their tagline: "Why escape when you can break out?"
everyone who signs up for this should be put on a watch list.
Dude,
by
it's like the
government.
parking lot has to be like so frightening.
It's a setup.
This is an op. This is an op. Yes, absolutely. Take it out on us. Oh my God.
Someone's processing trauma red.
We'll include a real live human being. We'll throw him in the rage room.
Oh, this is
He doesn't
amazing.
mind.
Oh my God. This headline says, "Come as a lone wolf with a group of friends or with a partner for a romantic date night." It's like, dude,
That's not what
Yeah, that's good.
That's not what a lone wolf. That's not
on
a
a
lone
date.
wolf.
well, no, they're saying it's available to
Lone
everybody.
wolf. That's what I'm talking about. I want to bite a cardboard box. I want to get insane.
Yeah.
See,
See,
you're going to let me bite a cardboard box? They're going to tell me no.
I like
The lone wolf package is booked out for a while.
That's all. It's all lone wolves. It's 100% lone wolves. That's
Oh, man.
Oh,
Great,
no.
those guys. Here's a mattress with a slump in the middle of it. Go fucking crazy.
Oh my god, that's awesome. Working there must be. I mean, I would feel every person I talked to was 3 seconds away from ripping my throat out. I'd be like, "So there was a dispute on your credit card."
There's a separate way,
This says, if you've ever driven a car, you're likely familiar with the concept of road rage. Whether that's your motivation for wanting to release some
encourage
anger,
that, please.
or you're fired up about another type, or an entire collection of frustrations.
Collection of frustrations. Oh my god, collection of frustrations.
That's our hippie co-op version of this.
That's incredible.
Are you allowed to scream specific people's names or racial slurs
Is it okay if it's
as you do this?
You're like, now is it okay if it's about a woman or a minority? Or is that an issue? Or are you going to
That
listen?
cost extra, buddy.
Are you listening? Because I'm going to say some stuff.
I'm here because I hate Croatians. They didn't laugh at my Walmart joke.
Yep.
I'm fucking.
You go right from the hostel to this place.
I love Rage Ground is here to help you remove tension and resolve whatever grinds your gears.
Yeah, it's very positive. Don't worry. Yeah, don't worry. It's going to have a positive effect always.
You know when you just are angry and smash stuff and you're like, this made me less angry.
Yes. The big problem with that is the shame. So they take that out.
I think it's just such a funny thing to where, you know how sometimes when you're sad, people are like, sometimes you just got to have a good cry. And then these people with anger problems are like, sometimes you got to destroy a fucking fax machine.
A whole room.
I got a fucked up VCR. I'm going to kick the shit out of it.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Sometimes you just got to kick the shit out of broken appliances, dude.
So this headline says, want Rage Ground at your next event?
Fuck no.
Wait, they bring it to
no.
your fucking
They have
event
a,
space?
They have a mobile unit.
I guess you could show up in a...
You just get in the car and just go nuts. They just kick you out the back and drive off. You're like, that was amazing.
This says we have a mobile tent so that we can bring anywhere at any time, which sounds ominous. It's like it's a curse. You put
Wherever
on
you need
someone.
to kick some ass, we'll be there.
Breaking stuff has never been easier with this mobile rage room.
It's just outside of bars, so people are getting in bar fights. Like, go outside. We have the rage van here. Just go in the rage
On
van.
Tuesdays,
I wonder how many weddings they do. That's
God damn, that's
the
awesome.
wedding I want to go to.
This is more of a bachelor party
yeah.
situation.
I want to be so
anything.
rich that I could just snap my finger and the Rage van is there, and I'm like, "Fuck these motherfuckers at Paramount."
Are they open right now? Let's call them and go, how fast can we get the tent here? Can we get it out here tonight? Tonight. Can we
As
get it
soon
here
as we
tonight?
hit stop
How
on
much
this,
does it cost
can we
to
go
get
in the
it here?
Rage van?
The podcast ain't going good. And our tensions are running high.
We're all fucking mad.
Yeah, we'd smash this room, but there's a lot of important things in here.
This is so sad. The tent is 10 foot by 10 foot, and we recycle everything that's broken. We serve one guest at a time, but many guests, as you want, can experience it. Yes.
How can you and 6 dudes go in without losing an eyeball? How's that going to happen? You're like,
Oh my God, this is twisted. So this is twisted.
it says that on the website. That's like your slogan. This is twisted.
This is the twisted, most gnarly, radical.
this is for that crowd.
This shit killed Tony Hawk. That's how badass this motherfucking shit is.
Twisted.
So
Whoa.
with the mobile rage room, they have glass and ceramics that you break in there. So that's how they do it. They don't bring you a stove or anything fun. It's just glass.
Okay.
But it says. With these plates, we bring Sharpies so the guests can write something that's bothering them.
Oh my God.
Or whatever they want, and then they throw/smash it. For this, no safety gear is required, which I'm like,
Plates are sharp.
it's
Is
fucking
it breakable?
glass.
Like, is it fake glass? Like,
It's got to be
No.
those movie plates
Yeah, like
that break
what?
real
All the
easy.
sugar, yeah.
yeah, at the end you find that out. You're like, I want my fucking money back. I thought I was breaking real shit in there.
Reviews are like, they didn't use real plates.
They're like, what could have happened except get cut? Like, I don't care.
Let's
I wanted the
call
real
them.
fucking thing.
It says we can also create a custom rage event. Simply
With pictures of your father.
I was thinking, like, what if you came in there and you're like, look, my friend's an artist. He's going to draw pictures on every single portraits, every single plate.
Okay.
Ex-wife, just ton of them, 8 of them lined up.
Okay. All right. We're doing prices right again. How much do you think the rage room costs you? And keep in mind there is a rate for the weekday versus the weekend.
Okay.
$200 on the weekend, $150 on the weekday.
What do you
Pretty
think?
good. I think I'm going to go in the same area. I'll drop it down 50 for me.
Okay.
Just to
I'm gonna go 100 on weekdays. I'm thinking 250 on weekends.
Okay, Sam is closest, but still not close at all. 6,000 on the weekend, and
What?
And 4,000 on the weekday.
Oh, well, this is for the
breaking
this
shit
is
is
the
a-
mobile unit specifically.
I think I got to buy all those VCRs. I mean,
Yeah.
it costs a lot of money. You keep throwing VCRs on the crowd.
Oh my God! Out of state pricing starts at 14,000, and internationally starts
I
at
knew it.
20,000.
Yeah, if you want to fucking do some
This is
crazy
a-
Russian
This
monster
is
shit
a
here, you
fucking
can.
baller clout move.
Fuck
you know?
yes, we're going
This
to
is just a murder van.
we're going to Ibiza with the rage room.
Oh my God!
I thought I was guessing for how much
taking
the
the rage
actual
room.
room was, not
Like the
this-
local room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Oh no, this is for
That's the van?
this is,
Yeah,
How much is
Well,
the
then what's the
regular?
regular room? Yeah,
Like where we go to them.
Yeah,
yeah, because we're fucking going.
Yeah, we're not. We're not.
I'm fucking pissed. I ain't
You
sitting
gotta
on.
build up that rate. That's why the price are so high, so you get mad.
It just keeps getting mad. Like it's to make you madder, sir. It's all part of the. It's all part of the game here.
So $55 each for 45 minutes.
I was talking shit, but I'm gonna go now.
Like, you know what? I think I could probably figure that out. Let's make some money.
no, that
some room for
sounds
that.
that's stupid.
45 minutes is a lot.
It seemed
right?
like when I was watching
Yeah.
the videos of it, it seems like you have a very limited amount of options for things. So
Will
you're
it take you 45 minutes? Like, will you?
Then what do
finish
you do
before
the last 25
Yeah,
minutes?
just
sit in the
keep
corner and shame.
just keep smashing a smashed up microwave or
I'm telling you, that's why I got to
whatever.
bite stuff. Start biting things.
Again,
That's when the peak.
That
comes.
last 20 minutes, just start biting shit.
back to the sad state of healthcare in our country. That is actually cheaper than therapy.
Oh, see?
Yep.
Yeah.
This is all I've ever needed, I think.
But here's the
pretty
thing.
sure.
If you can sustain violent anger for 45 minutes,
Yeah.
that is
It's not good. Police officer, that's what you should do.
yeah.
On a weekday.
Police officer or sports. Go figure it out.
Yeah, we're a no
horrible.
snitching podcast, but someone should, just give the FBI a little peek and just be like, look, if any of them live in a cabin,
Maybe they know.
45
if they live in the city, then it's fine, leave them alone.
They
They're
have
just
eagles
mad.
all over their apartment.
Yes, but if they live in the woods in Montana, maybe.
They're probably just like, hey, look, these guys are going to get out of breath in like 5 minutes. They're
Absolutely.
probably going to need 10 minutes to recover from that.
They know the clientele.
They're not in shape at all.
overweight
they do not
dudes.
care
Yeah,
about themselves.
Full of pizza
My
grease.
question is, there's probably a regular staff. Do you think there's regular customers, like bartenders, where they
There
know
probably
the whole
is, dude.
person's story?
Got to. Every place has some sort of regular.
That's
They-
fucked up.
These are the
Got
packages.
blood all over his knuckles. It's like, back.
So the $55 the basic package is called the recruit package. For $110 you can get the warrior package.
You get axes and fucking.
Yeah.
And then for $165 you can get the berserker package.
That's a
Machine
real
gun.
You get 2 shots.
That's right. You can blow up as many VCRs as you
They
like.
just give you a fucking Glock and they get the guy on Hollywood Boulevard that carves the heads to make you the person you're mad about and then you just shoot it to bits.
Where's this located to? I hate to say it when I was looking up online. The Las Vegas ones seem better.
These people have more class, you know.
Oh, this one, weirdly, it's in the Chevron in Reseda Boulevard.
Holy shit.
No, it's
Everyone's fucked up on BLK.
it's
beating the shit out of each other.
120 East 11th Street, so downtown LA. So that's like
That's
Yeah, there's a lot of rage down there.
there
I
is.
understand why you
Yeah.
need to wander into a room and just take it off.
after you're done fighting the crowds at Santee Alley, go down and smash up a fucking microwave.
That's awesome.
Oh, that
I think that's a good
rocks.
trend, personally.
Yeah,
I think that's really going to help a lot of people. And where are all those VCRs going to go? It makes sense.
Yeah, they're sitting at Goodwill. They barely work. No one wants them.
All those tiny screws. Got to see them fly.
Yeah.
You got to get every single one out of there.
The first question it says, "Is this a safe activity?"
Fuck no, it's not.
It's like kind of.
Rage Ground put safety ahead of everything. We suit up ragers with heavy duty overalls, so you literally get to dress like fucking overalls. You dress like Michael Myers.
Oh, that's so funny.
And then you just stab and stab.
Duty overalls will keep you safe. Don't worry.
There's no. I know it is all melee weapons because sharps.
of course.
Sharps would be.
The government would get involved at that point.
Guaranteed. Yeah, it's got to be blunt.
This has to be
objects.
borderline. It's not illegal, but it should be.
It seems like it's some questionable.
Man.
The website is
Oh
awesome.
wow! Look, they
They're
have
trying
a,
to make it fun and cute.
Oh no, they
Beating the
showed
shit
an
out of
axe. They have an axe.
Yeah,
They
but
have
it's
a fucking-
dull. It's very dull axe.
Right, there you go.
Yeah, that's what you dress up in. They have one lady. Yeah, they for sure paid that
old
woman.
keyboards.
Keyboards,
Those
copy
fucking
machine.
keys are gonna be flying when you got a
You
guy
can just
just
throw it
threw.
against the wall, too. Nice.
I think they cut to them hugging afterwards. Like, it was fun, though.
Yeah,
Like, sure.
No one's doing that.
Yeah. Oh,
Sure.
the two couples like we don't scream at each other ever.
I love you.
Yay! I didn't look into your eyes and see pure danger.
Terrible. I think it'd be hard to shake it off. That's why they give you 45 minutes. It's like, calm down, you fucking animal.
Yeah.
And then we'll let you
can't
back
send
out.
you out in the public like
you,
this.
you need at least 8 to 15 to fucking
It's like
breathe.
after the fucking Moderna show, you got to sit there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I do just like
Oh.
that this guy in Cleveland from Craigslist is trying to make his own.
Yeah, he doesn't need this corporate bullshit.
He just wants your old bullshit for
Independent,
free.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he's fucking doing the right
Don't
thing.
limit me to 45 minutes. I have 45 hours of straight rage.
I love it.
Dude, it's only $50 to go. I know. How fucking broke are you?
Yeah, seriously.
No, I want the Berserker package.
Oh,
If I don't get the Berserker package for my birthday, Mom.
God. Also, I was gonna say, does he live with anyone? Because this would be the worst situation to be around.
I would love the kid who gets to go to the rage room, but he didn't get the Berserker package. He only got the recruiter package. So now it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. He's mad that he didn't get the rage package
totally.
he wanted.
And he's got to come back, break some more shit.
That's
Damn.
absolutely.
At the end, they kidnap your wife.
We could just. I
Like, he'll
feel
never
like
leave now.
we
He's
could.
very angry.
We could make money somehow. I think.
Yeah, we have no security deposit in these apartments, man.
If we go down into the garage, we can build a fake wall.
Yeah.
And just put like the frame and then put sheetrock over it.
There we go.
And then charge people to punch it.
Oh yeah, well, there is
yeah.
that one really angry kid that hangs in the garage. He'd love it.
Yeah.
What's a really angry kid?
dude.
who hangs in the garage.
I don't
He
know
just,
who you're talking
oh
about.
man, dude, he's
He's
developing.
just down there smoking cigarettes.
Yes,
Fuck you,
he literally
nerd.
sits down there and smokes cigarettes, and he's like really developing a crip walk. The more I see him, like,
shit.
because I've been here since 2012, so I remember him from when he was a youngin, and now he's scary. He's,
Oh my God. You lost
he's a
your
young
friend.
man, and
You
he's
lost your
fucking
friend to
scary.
street violence.
But yeah, he seems real pissed. He's always working on that car down there, and
man.
he would love to take a blunt axe
sucks.
to a fucking drywall.
I'm on good terms with all the adolescents that live here.
No, I'm
That's
on
a
good
bummer
terms
to
with
hear.
him too.
Oh, you're raising.
Oh,
them
no,
all?
well-
You're like the big brother.
Well, no, he was
association.
one of those guys. We talked about this on the show where someone got their car broken into, and there were just guys hanging out down there waiting for the thief to come back,
shit.
like ready to just beat the shit out of
Whoa.
him. And so I'd like pull in, like come home from doing whatever late at night, and be like, "What's up, fellas?" And they're like, "You heard someone broke in the car?" I'm like, "Yeah, we talked about this when I left." Okay, and like they're just waiting. So
Fucking A.
he was in that crew. So we're on good terms,
It's a
you know.
real
That's a tight-knit
apartment building
community,
full of
yeah.
Yeah,
bad.
it's very tight knit community. Yes, we have.
We have vigilante justice.
That's right. I
and
am
everything.
vengeance.
He is. I am vengeance. I am the night. I am.
BLK vengeance.
Okay, vengeance.
I am 19.
When you're parking your car, you're like, "Don't worry, I am vengeance. I am vengeance." Also,
Is there an age restriction?
Good question. Let's see. I've already closed out of the
what
range.
does
Or is
that-
there one for kids? Or
yeah,
like,
no shit. I guess they'd have to
one
just
for
diversify
kids.
the business enough.
like a separate, like kids zone.
yeah, the kids are. The,
Oh,
and then the
wow.
9-year-old
There's another one called Break Room LA in Van Nuys too.
Oh shit! That's
break room.
Wow. The break room. I love it. No children under the age of 13 are allowed. Oh, perfect. age.
that's
what
bar
it-
mitzvah.
Perfect
That's a hell of a bar
That's when you
mitzvah.
start punching shit, folks.
But you have to have
Frustration.
a parent or guardian with you, and you have to watch in horror as your child
Yes.
screams your name
That's
as they
right.
smash the fucking
He's squeezing a
stove.
stress ball, just like break it all, son.
The softball dad. He's like, you gotta hit it like that.
Yeah. Why did you marry Leonard? He's not my dad.
You're like, are you bringing this kid to train him to break things? Yes.
Leonard fucking sucks. God damn it.
Now that I can see the other facts, what is the late policy? What's the late policy on the anger?
They beat the shit out of you.
They come to your house.
5 minutes late, we turn everyone on you. Everyone who paid gets to grab you, rip you to pieces in a room. Like a zombie movie.
36 hours in advance, and then after that you got to pay. So.
Well, that's not how anger works, though. 36 hours in advance.
What if you're late?
I feel like I'm not
the
sure
day
if
of?
I'm, yeah, I've actually had a pretty calm day.
Yeah. Can I take a rain check?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm very calm right now.
Prateek, I was gonna ask you as
Yes,
a man of Chicago.
Yes.
I love Chicago. I love the food that y'all got there. But yeah, I was gonna ask you, what is the off the beaten path food in Chicago? Everybody knows you got Greektown there with the gyros. You got the Chicago style hot dog, deep dish, Italian beef. What do we not know about?
I mean, there's some spot. It's not really cuisine. It's more just like the shittier looking the spot, the better the food. Like there's this Pakistani restaurant in it's on the edge of Little India, and that's where all the Uber drivers and cab drivers go. And I'm allowed to say this. I'm racist.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks. Thank God.
I'm giving it credence.
I was
today.
thinking.
Yeah.
Until you said it.
But literally, I know it's good food because the plates get so greasy. They use like those shitty plastic
Hell
plates.
yes.
Probably the plates they use at the rage
At
room.
the
or
rage
whatever.
room, yes.
But like you can see like the orange oil like stuck to the plate.
yeah, there you
like,
go.
That's some
Taco
good
truck
food.
shit. Yeah, that's the best.
Hell yeah! All right, that's good to
Good
know.
for Indian food. It's good for Mexican food. There's a place called Windy City Euros where literally
I went there. You told me to go there,
Did
and
I
I
say
went,
so?
and it
Hell
was
yeah.
it was
the
awesome.
same old man just stirring a pile of soup. And-
Yeah,
Fucking
hell yeah!
A.
Yes, I went to Windy City Heroes.
And they stayed open during they were the only on that block of like they were the only thing open during the pandemic.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
He was like, one employee, I got the soup. I'm not going anywhere.
I've literally seen him get like threatened. Like there have been dudes come in at like 2 a.m. They're like, "I'm not wearing a fucking mask." And he stone cold stares at them like, yeah. He does not give a fuck.
that I am not here.
He does also. He hates when I ask for extra napkins, though. He hates that. He doesn't not like when I ask.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I went to a Thai barbecue place here that had so many weird rules that I was just like, oh, whoever's running this restaurant is a tyrant. Like it was like written in Sharpie. It might as well have been written in blood on the wall. It was one hot sauce per order. And stuff. I'm like, they must have had an issue here. Like,
it was just fiasco. I'm just like, I need 5 hot sauces.
They charged more for a drink with no ice. like a Diet Coke was like $3 and Diet Coke with no ice was $4. I was like,
hey, that's good
what
stuff.
is the margin?
How much
They know that watery margin. That's what it is.
That's
You're like, well, we changed the fucking no ice. That's an extra $1.
That better be like a 32 ounce.
Yeah,
I know, right?
that's like your asshole older
No, it's
brother.
like this
who
size.
runs a
It's probably
restaurant.
like the size of this fucking cup.
It was a regular styrofoam fucking
Okay,
cup,
good.
like 20-ounce cup.
Okay, yeah.
It was so bizarre. I love it. Well,
I've seen those Mexican restaurants where like it'll be like I'll ask for like a cup of water and it'll be like fucking like the Dixie like drug test cup where I'm like, can I have?
I know. They're like, it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
cup. It's
Yeah.
a fucking brush your teeth.
Oh,
cup.
Taco Bell
you-
does that shit to you too. If you ask for water at Taco Bell, they give you the swish your mouth out at the dentist fucking cup.
These fuckers.
Fuckers, I want to rage on all these fucks.
Rage.
I need a sauce rate.
I'm gonna have to draw
Rage
pictures of
out.
all these fucks. Rage out on.
Well, one of the restaurants that we cover all the time on the subject of food is, of course, Cracker Barrel. We went there. That was our last group activity before the pandemic. Actually, me, Sam, Carter, and our heavyweight champion of Goods from the Woods, Justin Morales, went to the Cracker Barrel. But and we covered this during the pandemic. There was a bit of a backlash against Cracker Barrel because they started introducing alcohol for the first time. Beer and wine, and specifically
slow rollout.
because it's a breakfast place. They were like, "Oh, we're going to do mimosas because we're a breakfast place," which makes all the sense in the world. And people were legit fucking upset about it.
Fucking with their country store.
Exactly.
Don't fuck with
Get that
them.
Hollywood shit out of here.
Well,
We want our audiobooks on tape.
Every
We're not downloading them.
every change is bad. Don't ever change
I never
anything.
downloaded a
Every
goddamn thing in my life.
well, I thought that was as bad as people could possibly get at Cracker Barrel, but boy, I was wrong. So this is from the Houston Chronicle.
It
His
goes
name
lower.
Cracker Barrel. Come on, white boys, let's get in the barrel, eat some steak.
The Southern Comfort restaurant chain Cracker Barrel recently announced a new menu format where guests could customize their breakfast.
Fuck this. Always a mistake.
It was innocent enough. 2 eggs, biscuits, gravy, and your choice of meat for a mere $8.99. That's a pretty damn good deal.
Yeah, that's not bad.
But the company decided to tout one of those meat options on Facebook. People could now order Impossible Sausage as part of the Build Your Own Breakfast offering.
What a beautiful world. Progressive, beautiful Cracker Barrel. What my grandfather died for.
Impossible, of course, is the fake meat. That's basically filled with so much coconut oil that the nutrition benefits are arguable.
It'll stop your heart.
At best, but it is delicious. I fuck with Impossible meat.
Yeah,
it's
for
good.
sure.
It's very good.
The sodium on some of those meats is worse than even actual
Yeah.
meat.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
Exactly.
And some of the patties, like some of the Morningstar, they have egg in them. So if you're like a pure
a vegan,
then you can't have
doesn't
that.
count.
So it's very misleading.
Yeah, I forgot which one. One, the Beyond and the Impossible. One of them is vegan and one of them's not. But I
Yes.
forgot which. But at any rate, they're introducing a vegetarian. I believe it is Impossible because this is a vegan option. So I think Impossible is vegan. So they're introducing a vegan option to Cracker Barrel.
Amazing.
And
Uproar.
they decided to put it on Facebook that they were doing this.
That's where everyone mad
We're all
is.
good decisions.
That's where all the rage room people are. Don't put it there.
Yeah, the virtual rage room.
They're going to get real mad.
In a Facebook post, the popular food chain announced, quote, "Discover new meat frontiers. Experience the out-of-this-world flavor."
Frontier to get the old races.
For real America, we got Frontier.
To get Yosemite Sam on board.
This is an Oregon Trail.
They're like, don't worry. It's
Order Impossible Sausage made from plants next time you build your own breakfast. And the caption was accompanied by a photograph of a plate of hash brown casserole, scrambled eggs, and 2 Impossible Sausage patties. So 2 very not vegan things.
And also, let's say these patties look like shit. They have no visual appeal usually.
right. They have to.
Well,
I go to Cracker Barrel for the visual.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like everything on Cracker Barrel's website looks amazing, and then you get it,
Get it.
and you're like,
Yeah,
it
it's
tastes
fine.
It tastes good. I like it. I'm not hating, but
It's under $10.
What's the sawmill really doing to the gravy?
yeah.
Tastes like gravy.
So, as reported by MSN, the post immediately sparked backlash, with one Facebook user commenting, quote, "You just lost the customer base. Congratulations on being woke and going broke."
And going broke.
It just ends.
It is Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
And you're going broke.
You're going broke.
Now that you're woke. And Mama Ali. Sting like a bee. Stung like a bee.
This is another one. Quote, "We don't eat in an old country store for woke burgers."
Oh my God. We don't eat in an old country store for woke
It's a
burgers.
store. It's like
They're not even burgers. It's fucking sausage.
We play our checkers, God damn it.
Why does Cracker Barrel make everything political?
I don't know.
That's what I want to know.
It's the cracker in the name. I think it encourages the discussion.
Well, it turns out it's actually just them trying to image rehab after years of homophobia and
Sure, and
racist
racism.
hiring
Yeah, of course,
practices.
yeah.
Yeah. So whoever's in charge of their shit now really is like,
dating a vegan.
yeah, dating a vegan.
He really is doing it. Finally. And he's like, guys, I've had some changes in my life. I want to talk about
he spent a
this.
summer in Japan.
So he found the internet and everything changed immediately.
Some were upset and vowed to boycott the restaurant until they pulled it from their menus.
Yeah.
The company was ridiculed with glee. Cracker Barrel later went on Instagram to post a response to the online fracas. So they had to go on Instagram.
They called it a fracas.
It's a fracas.
How did they woke reply to that? I don't know how they came back.
They had it was just, it wasn't even on their post on their squares. It was on a story where they had a picture of the Impossible sausage and a picture of regular sausage and then the shaking hands emoji. And it was like the place where pork and Impossible can come together. Cracker Barrel. So kind of funny.
Nice try. Yeah, that was right.
But that actually did nothing to calm down the.
I'm still
Because they're not
livid.
on Instagram. That's the first thing.
No,
I'm
yes.
livid about it.
Instagram is too woke for them.
That's right.
So strangely enough, this entire ordeal buried the fact that Cracker Barrel also debuted a new spicy all meat sausage. So no one even noticed that they were like, "Here's actually
Here's more meat."
more shit for you."
Yeah.
So I of course found this post and I plucked a few comments here.
Baby.
So this is James King the second.
Oh, James King the second. No, I mean, he's
Not
a
Junior.
royalty.
Not Junior.
That guy's royalty.
The second. Boy,
The lone wolf.
Well, that means
He's sort of a lone wolf, James King the second.
lone wolf.
this
I mean, you would
means
think.
that he has a child
Oh
with
yeah.
the same name.
James
Okay.
King the third is fourth, though.
So potentially he's raising someone who's as dumb as whatever you're about to say. It's gonna be really dumb.
No, I think it's
can
going to
tell.
be. He's really going to articulate
No,
himself
no,
well.
it's going to be smart. James King the second says,
James King the second says.
boycott Cracker Barrel if they have to resort to cooking that garbage on the same grill as real sausage. This is not Southern cooking. This is woke cooking.
Woke cooking.
Look me up. Big debate going on with my Facebook page.
Oh, well, he's at least marketing.
So this man wants to segregate the fucking vegan sausage.
Yeah.
Yes, he wants a separate
It's
grill.
bleeding onto
He
his...
sounds like a vegan.
Yeah.
That's what they want.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
There's fake blood in there, and it's all over the real blood, and it tastes crazy.
And I tried to go to his Facebook page, and he doesn't have it to where you can fucking view it if you're not friends with him.
Come on, James
Oh, you
King
didn't
the
friend
second.
him?
Like,
I
only
just
hope.
step it up.
Well, I friended him, but it was right before airtime, so I haven't heard back. But
Oh,
obviously,
James King the third. He's the one you want to talk
Yeah.
to.
yeah. Oh my
He's
god.
the mouthpiece.
Yeah, he's
I was gonna say James King the third is at the rage room right now.
Yeah.
My fucking dad's crazy.
That's right. I like Impossible sausage. And he rips a phone book.
Get out of this house.
He rips a phone book in half. Starts bleeding, and they're like, "That's on you, sir." Can't help
You're
pay for
45
that.
minutes, right?
Yeah, we can't pay for that. Right, sorry.
Jamie Smith. I stopped going to Burger King because of the imposable burger.
The imposable. Oh, that's better.
That's how it's spelled.
Oh, the imposable sausage.
The imposable burger, and now the Cracker Barrel. Plus, it is way cheaper to cook the real stuff at home.
How much are you fucking going to Burger King? That shit's the worst.
I know.
Right. But also, it's like if you stopped eating at every restaurant that had a vegan or vegetarian option,
It's everything.
you have no restaurant.
Yes.
Like,
Well, you got to die with the South, baby. You got to go all the way down like the Civil War.
Well, that's literally like being like, McDonald's has salads?
Yeah.
Fuck that. And
Yeah,
you're
we got
like,
like 100 more years of this, and everyone will be
Yeah.
dead that cared about.
Well,
this
the
shit.
people The people who eat McDonald's salad think it's healthy.
Oh, yeah.
So they probably wouldn't.
And they get to shake it up. That's
They're
exercise.
like, finally, a healthy option.
That's right.
I get to eat some romaine lettuce.
That's right.
Todd Miller says, nope.
Conservative
Love
name.
his
That's
name.
fine. Todd Miller, you're fine. Todd Miller.
My mother
that's a
actually has
regular
a
guy.
friend named Todd Miller. I did double check, and it wasn't him.
Okay.
Todd Miller says, nope, not joining the woke eat plants crowd.
Eat plants. I eat my own plants.
Fucking eat vegetables.
Yeah. It's cheaper and it's in your yard. You can just eat it all the time.
Literally only eat fucking dripping fatty meats.
It's true. He's dead.
These are the meat and potatoes, boys.
That's a plant.
My daddy raised me this way.
It's not a plant. It's a tuber.
Take the parsley off the mashed
It grows
potatoes.
in the ground.
Take the damn
Get the
parsley.
decoration.
Out of here. But yeah, so he's not joining the woke eat plants crowd. That cult doesn't eat at Cracker Barrel anyway. It's like, no, but their fucking crazy parents dragged them there.
And you're dying out, You're dying out,
Yeah.
Todd Miller.
What the heck? What the heck are you thinking, Cracker Barrel? They are not going to save your restaurant chain. All you're doing is driving away your base. Good luck with that.
Your base.
Your fatty base.
yeah,
it's
this is
like-
exactly.
I love how all these people probably go to Cracker Barrel like 2 times
All
a
the
year.
goddamn time.
What investment in business is keeping their business? I don't fucking care if a restaurant I liked was like not interested in me eating there. I don't really care.
Right. And then, so meanwhile, right-wing pastor Rick Wiles on his True News TV program suggested that
Imagine hearing about this in church.
Finally, they're bringing up the real issues at home.
he
I think it was
suggested
in Leviticus.
That's right. My son's eating plants.
he suggested that the meat alternative companies are trying to create the new foods in an effort to alter human DNA in order to cause human beings to
Yes.
no longer be able to be classified as humans, a plot that would make it impossible for them to be saved by Christ.
Impossible.
Impossible. He figured it out.
It was the devil who came up with this.
This plan is beyond comprehension. While
The Satanistic plant protein.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Wiles believes that people will soon not even be given the choice of meat or meatless foods, and that fast food restaurants will make the switch without giving customers an option to
That's
keep eating
definitely
their
what
diet.
happens. People just switch things behind your back and charge you twice.
It sucks because you're just forced to go to all these. Like
Yeah.
somebody's holding a
Yep.
gun to your
Yeah.
head.
Yeah, that's why I'm
constantly.
going.
It's like you get the barrel of this in your mouth or plant-based protein.
It's called Satan for a reason.
Quote, when you go to your favorite fast food restaurant, you're going to be eating a fake hamburger. If you're going to go to the grocery store and buy a pound of fake hamburger or a fake steak, you're not going to know if it was grown in some big corporation's laboratory.
Laboratory.
It's funny because he's admitting that it tastes basically the exact same.
Right,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Wiles added that he believes this is a nightmare world that seeks to
It is.
change
He's right there.
God's creation.
That's
That's not about plant-based
No, that's
issues.
I think he
Meatless.
needs a rage room.
You know his church.
Yeah, he's going to need some potted plants to throw around to really remind him who's boss.
He says that meatless companies want to be God. Their ultimate goal is to bring more people to Satan, and God is quote watching these Luciferians destroy the planet, destroy the animal kingdom, the plant kingdom. They're changing human DNA. Why? They want to change human DNA so you can't be born again. They want to create a race of soulless creatures on the planet.
Well, it might be a little bit nicer. Honestly, if we get the
Again,
God
this
element
is
out of
about
it.
Cracker Barrel having
It's a big issue.
meatless sausage.
This is larger than just
And he is talking about the battle
This
for
is like-
God
this is like-
versus Satan.
the devil.
This is
devil.
like the evangelical version of Slow News Day.
Absolutely. We get plant-based. Probably against what we believe. Let's probably find some info.
So there were a couple more comments, and I noticed quite a bit of these that made reference to something to the effect of, next thing you know, people are going to be eating bugs.
Of course.
And there was
marrying
a
their
lot
dogs.
of
People already
that.
do.
Yeah. Well, people do. Like, for instance, Monique Pardee says next time they'll be putting bugs on the menu.
Cool.
So,
yeah,
and-
I bet they. Yeah,
and then
that's gonna happen.
Ivan
They're
Pate
going to
says,
charge. There used to be free the bugs. And now
yeah.
they're going to charge
As long
us
as the
for
liberals
'em.
tell us they like bugs, we'll put the bugs on the menu.
Well,
That's
and-
what's happening in the corporate offices.
Ivan Pate says, I will never give Bill Gates the satisfaction of getting my money.
Yeah, it's
No,
always
thank
Bill
you.
Gates.
It's me.
It's a controlling stake.
I know.
It's meat or nothing for me. Thanks.
Eat or nothing,
that
Bill
guy
Gates.
has never taken a shit in like the past 10 years.
That's right, yeah.
Well, and then he says, next it'll be insects. Cracker Barrel will not be getting my BUSI, new word, mess, Boosie mess. They will not be getting my Boosie mess anymore. It's Denny's for me and mine.
And mine.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Possessive.
You found some more people that like what you think?
That's child abuse.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
make your kids
Denny's
eat
for
at
now until
Denny's.
Denny's has an
Oh.
impossible option too.
Yes, they do.
There's
yeah.
no way around it. There's fucking money
Yeah,
in
you
this
can't
shit.
go
They're
anymore.
not gonna not. They're only doing it for money. They
Also-
don't care about anything.
Also, Denny's
they?
has the greatest vegetarian thing that's ever been made, which is the what is it? The pancake pups, which are hush puppies made out of pancakes covered in sugar.
That's pretty great.
Ain't a fucking drop of meat
Yeah.
in that sumbitch, and those are.
Those are great.
You could shoot me in the head after I eat a basket
Yeah.
of those. I'm done. I'm the happiest
I
I've
want
ever
one.
been. They're so good. They're so stupid.
never had
good.
that.
I gotta try it.
Hey,
Yeah.
let's go right now.
No,
But
because then we have to be at fucking
Yeah, I don't
Denny's.
think. Yeah, exactly.
oh, I bet they still deliver.
Uber
Probably.
Eats.
There we go.
Let's have a liberal man bring me my woke sandwich. Like, hold up. What do you believe? Okay, I'll take it.
But as I said, there's a lot of references to eating bugs. And if you are uninitiated in the world of crazy, which I unfortunately, lost my mooring with reality years ago,
Yeah.
I knew exactly what the reference was because there was a lot of it. And what the reference is there's a guy named Klaus Schwab. He is the head of the World Economic Forum. And
He sounds not racist.
Does that sound like Troy, whatever the fuck name? It sounds like a regular person. Thank God.
Well, to right-wing crazy people, he is like the, they think he lives in the center of the earth
Yeah.
and controls all the money. It's,
cool.
it's one of those situations, and, yeah, exactly. And so they posted a fake tweet that went kind of all around right-wing circles where supposedly Klaus Schwab says, as humanity moves further towards a post-carbon future, people must accept things like eating meat and property ownership is simply unsustainable. And that tweet is not real. That didn't happen. But they took from that every
Pretty good ideas in there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
well, that's the other thing. Is like that is yes, he is correct in that, and they also claim that he later said, "Well, bugs have just as much protein as meat," and so now they all think that the liberal agenda is to make people eat bugs.
And then they're going to make fun of him.
I mean, I got a freezer full of bugs for a reason. I mean,
Yeah, and watch this segue. One of the leading proponents of this, Alex Jones.
here we
Which,
are.
I like to make these podcasts as evergreen as possible, but I don't give a shit. This was a pinata that just did not stop giving me candy. Every time I looked at it, something fucking amazing was falling out of that damn thing, and got to talk about it. So Alex
Yeah.
Jones had his trial this week.
Imagine
and,
a pinata full of bugs.
yeah, that's
All
what
the kids just get
what
covered.
the
in
globalists
bugs.
That's what the liberals
good. That's good rage room thinking. Yeah, we'll cover the kids and bugs out of a pinata.
Yeah,
That's
what
I'm
if,
talking
what if you paid for a rage room and there's just a pinata in there? But the guy pulling the string was really trying to fuck with you.
That's why it takes 45.
about. Alex Jones was born for a rage room.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. So, have y'all been following any of this at all, or
The Alex Jones trial.
probably just what popped up on Twitter?
I've been following it a lot.
Yeah, just the video of everyone being like, "Look at his face." When I don't really like to look at people fail that hard. I just go, "Oh, that guy's an asshole." And I don't look at it.
have-
So
have-
That was
you been-
fun.
you have to
little
inform
bit,
me.
you
You have
know,
to
it's
inform
just-
me. I was made fun of too
it's
much to
too
laugh
much
at
at
people
this
like
point.
that.
Yeah.
But you tell me.
I have invested Alex Jones' interest. I grew up in Austin.
Yeah. Well.
Oh,
yeah.
we're talking about okay.
I would see him on public access. There's
Right.
channel 10, 11, and 16.
Yeah.
And he had something on one of those channels at least every single day.
Oh, so he was on multiple.
Yeah.
Because you could just buy
public
your,
access.
You can
Yeah.
buy your. I think they're all owned by the same people. So or the city of Austin or whatever. And yeah, it.
Whoa! So you've seen the whole arc of this fucking dude's
Yeah.
career.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because that's how he was introduced to me, was through Richard Linklater movies being this sort of mythological loudmouth.
Yeah,
And
because
then
he's in
InfoWars and
Waking
now
Life and Scanner Darkly. right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And
There's a lot of people who were really, really, really behind him in like the late 90s,
I bet,
early
yeah.
2000s.
An arts community for sure was like, look at this crazy weirdo.
Well, yeah,
Isn't he
back
great.
back at the time, it wasn't like common that you had like people outwardly being like, "The government's all fucked up. The government's
Totally,
all fucked
yes.
up," and he's like putting it on TV and the radio.
Yeah, totally.
And so people were like, yeah, no one's saying this. He's right.
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah.
But he was probably never sane, but he fucking went off the deep end for sure. 9/11 happened in his whole life. Yeah, it was noticeable on like public access. He went crazier after that.
Well, that's what's interesting. Is like public access people should ever be on real TV. I know. We go like, it's public access. He's a guy in a Batman suit reading poetry. That's great. But if you give him a real TV show, you're encouraging.
They used to
a lot of crazy.
He had
shit.
a video he made with Joe Rogan where they went to the state capitol steps and dressed in Halloween store alien costumes and smoked weed on this, and it was just like it was like a music video almost. There's just rock music playing in the background,
right? And
it was just like, this is so crazy. Joe Rogan in an alien mask smoking weed.
That's the most 311 T-shirt idea I've ever heard of in my fucking life.
Oh yeah,
they must have the same management.
That's a good T-shirt, actually.
We're smoking weed, America. Maybe I'm not even from this planet.
Your dealer.
Maybe I'm so
Take me to
high,
your
I'm not
dealer.
even from Earth.
Dude, whoever invented "Take Me to Your Dealer" should be a millionaire.
Yeah.
But I don't think- I don't think they copyrighted it. Now there's a million billion posters that say
That's
that.
a deleted scene from Forrest Gump's running montage.
He was the take me to your dealer.
Yeah. He invents shit happens. The smiley face saying, "Take me to your dealer."
That is amazing. That someone definitely said that for the first time somewhere, and then it just went into the ether. It was gone from their position.
Also, if you want to see a fucked up, hilarious Alex Jones thing, search Doug Stanhope, the Austin incident.
Oh, not only that,
Is
you
this what
can
you were talking about?
Yes, you can actually listen to an episode of the Corona Diaries. I talked to our friend Jeff Manuel down in Louisiana, who was there when it happened, and so I'll link that and as well as the video because we broke it down. The
Alex
whole thing.
Jones opens for Doug Stanhope.
That's what I heard,
Gets in
we
a
were just talking
huge
about-
fight with an audience,
Yeah,
with several audience members, and then
because-
Doug Stanhope has to go up and be like, I'm going to try to do comedy now, even though I got him to open for me. This went terribly awry.
So he doesn't do stand-up. He just goes on stage and does his show at a crowd who is uninitiated. So like this is
he wasn't famous. Yeah, he wasn't like really
or
famous.
he would have been known because it was in Austin, so he would have been known around town. But
Not everybody watched public access. or
No,
listened
for
to, like,
sure.
AM radio.
Yeah. Well, no, that's what I'm saying is like he walked on and he might have been a known entity, but nobody knew what his thing was. And he just gets on and instead of trying to do jokes, he's just like, the globalists are controlling the blah, 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 and they turn on him pretty quickly because they have paid to see comedy.
Yes.
And like this is what I was like saying to Seth before we started rolling. I'm like Stanhope's crazy, but he knows how jokes work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can follow along and laugh where you're supposed to. Alex Jones is just used to talking into a camera with like sycophants hanging around, so he just fails horribly. And Stanhope has to come in the middle of the set where he's like, people are booing him and shit. He's like, "Hey assholes, I'm the one who put him up here. Please listen."
So he wanted it to go to train wreck. Which
I think he wanted a train wreck. Yeah, exactly.
Stanhope likes train wrecks.
Yeah, and it was indeed a train wreck.
I think if you're a comic who came to Austin, you probably sit in your hotel room all day flipping channels. There's a good likelihood that you'll see Alex Jones.
100%.
somewhere because he's still got a corner of the media. out
Well,
there
and
no matter
that's what I was like saying when we talked about this, Seth, where it's like he was this novelty, and he was especially a novelty amongst like kind of like alternative artsy types because those are the people who don't fucking go to bed at 10 p.m.
It's
and shit.
counterculture. It's not like you're approving.
So
it's just like this is crazy.
the people who are up at 3 a.m. watching a crazy man scream are like artists and other weird people.
Sure, yeah.
So obviously he's going to get into Linklater's movie
Yeah.
as like as this guy, but I don't think by any means Richard Linklater like understood the beast that he was dealing with.
And he let him just do his thing in a little pocket in 2 movies. So it's like he was like, I love this fucking guy. We wrote,
not
we wrote
condoning him.
Yeah,
No, I
he's
think
like,
that's the
he's an
problem.
Austin weirdo, and he's here doing his fucking weirdo thing. and
Well,
that's
it's
why
like
I
if
would be
when
like-
people make movies on Venice Beach and they include like the crazy
Right.
people that like
so,
roller
yeah.
skate with fucking playing guitar and shit.
Totally.
Yeah, it's he was a flavor of Austin, I suppose. But anyway,
That's
so
crazy.
Sandy Hook happens in 2012, and
No, it didn't.
he boom, and he fucked up big time because he started saying that indeed it didn't happen. It was a
Right.
hoax. Everyone was a government actor, and here's the thing, like they have been suing him for 4 years now. And what's been going on in his show the last week is as he's covering the trial as it's happening, which is, one of those things like how in JCPenney they have a mirror that faces a mirror. And as he's been covering this, he's pretending that this is a criminal trial where you were found guilty as opposed to liable. And he's also treating this as if he didn't get a default judgment. He is guilty. The only point of the trial was to assess damages.
I look forward to seeing the biopic. So I'm just sort of waiting until the biopic happens.
There was literally a guy in the courtroom from HBO. Like they're just actively making the documentary already.
I don't want to know all the details.
You see a bald guy with a really expensive camera. Like you're watching like the shitty webcam. There's a guy with a fucking incredible TV camera off behind the plaintiff's bench filming. That's an HBO documentary. So this is coming.
That's awesome.
And there's 2 more trials where he's already again been found guilty via default judgment.
Totally.
So he is, and I listened to. They had Mark Bankston, who was one of the attorneys, the guy with the beard who went around in all the clips and stuff in his quote unquote Perry Mason moments. When they were interviewing him, he basically was already saying like, "Oh, I've got dibs on Alex Jones's desk. Like we're taking everything from this motherfucker."
Sure.
And so him and the other attorney were like arguing over who was going to get the desk and the set. Like he was like, when you walk into my office, I want it to just be the InfoWars set.
That's awesome.
with the American flag flapping in the background and shit. Like,
Alex Jones did everything to make everyone who can fuck him over mad.
Dude.
In this court, the lawyers, he was
Top
accusing the lawyers
to
of being
bottom.
criminals. He was accusing the judge of being criminals. He was accusing the jury of being criminals. And then it would get brought up in court and he'd be like, well, the Clintons and Epstein's Island.
Point some fingers.
And then the judge would be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
This is what a child does.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Well, Rivers was talking about he's used to talking to a camera. So people would ask him a question and he'd just try to go off how he spins everything.
He would just do his show.
And the judge was like, no, you're not here to do that.
Questions, dude, or we throw you in jail. Like you have to give us answers.
Yeah. So the only point of this was to determine how much he was going to owe. And the plaintiffs, Neil Heslin and Scarlett Lewis, who are the parents of a child that died at Sandy Hook, they're the ones suing him. And I just was fucking over the moon for them, especially when that judgment came down, because Alex Jones is now on the hook for $4 million in punitive damages, and it's going to be even more than that when the next 2 trials are done. So I think he's done, but I did want to hit some of my favorite moments of the trial.
He's claiming he's bankrupt too.
Well,
he's just filed for bankruptcy, and he's trying to convince everybody he's broke.
These are just words that stupid people understand. So you're just like, if I say bankrupt a whole bunch, Clintons, Epstein, I could probably
the judge
get out.
Chapter 13.
The judge stopped the trial and was like, "You can't tell people you're bankrupt
because you're
It's
not.
not true.
It's amazing.
You filed for
So
bankruptcy.
disgusting.
That is not the same as being bankrupt. And so now the bankruptcy trial is basically just there to delay the next 2 trials. And so, and they're still going to happen. Like he is on a conveyor belt towards the fucking
he's
inferno.
fucked,
Like
for
he
sure.
is
He knows
fucked.
he's fucked.
So one of my favorite moments was the judge was like, "I'm sorry, Mr. Jones, you're not allowed to chew gum."
It's not gum.
What is it? Because you're not allowed food or gum of any kind in the courtroom.
I had my tooth pulled a week and a half ago, and I had some gauze in there earlier, and it's been causing me to have some pain.
So you're chewing on your gauze?
Would you like me to show you?
No, I just want you to answer my question.
No, I was massaging the hole in my mouth with my tongue. Actually, right here. Here.
I don't want to see the inside of your
Oh
mouth.
no, there's no gum. Hole.
Sit down.
There's a stenographer to type that out.
Yes, absolutely. Like, the American justice system sucks, but every once in a while, a blind squirrel finds a nut. And buddy, this was like,
That's why I can put cameras in these damn courtrooms. Let's get it going. Let's look at everybody's failures right in the eyes.
The stenographer fucking wrote some gems.
Oh, yeah.
This whole last week was it was a beautiful thing. I've been waiting to talk about this for a week.
it's so good. Dude.
I was watching the live trial feed.
Me too.
Sparkle in your eyes.
Dude, I would come home from work every day and fire that shit up and just stare at it. Like it was absolutely mesmerizing. The lawyer that Jones got was incredible. Reynal.
He did a great job.
He is the worst. Somebody put up Henry Winkler's character from Arrested Development, where it's Barry Zuckercorn, and I was like, this is that guy. And the funniest part is he's not a fucking civil lawyer; he's a criminal lawyer, so he doesn't know how any of this shit works. And also, he was at one point appointed to the Justice Department by Eric Holder. So if Alex Jones really wanted to have a conspiracy, he could have one where he's like, these Democrat lawyers screwed me over. It's like, you hired him, though.
He is very obviously being crazier on purpose because he knows the things he does in the courtroom, even though he can get in trouble, will make his supporters back him even more.
Oh, yeah.
He's already been asking for money.
Yeah,
to pay his fucking millions.
Well, he's never going to get a case again. Ever. Not one person would hire this man.
Yeah.
And apparently before the trial started, he's going around to all the plaintiffs and just saying, like, are you willing to talk to me? Seriously, are you willing to talk to me? And he says that to everyone. And then there's a moment after the trial where Mark Bankston, and the Perry Mason moment got all the press, but I loved this where he goes over to him and you don't know the context, but he walks over to Raynal and goes, "Hey, are you willing to talk to me?" And that's when he flipped him off. There's that great picture of Raynal flicking off Mark Bankston. And I'm like, this is fucking incredible. And Jones is doing InfoWars while the trial is happening, at which point he says first of all, he praises Scarlett Lewis. He's like, she's a great lady. And he does that because she is not suing him for defamation. Neil Heslin is suing him for defamation. She's suing him for damages. And so he's like, well, I've already defamed Neil Heslin. And so at that point, he says that he's slow and probably on the spectrum. And then he says that, and to your point about him pissing off the worst people you could piss off, he then says that the jury is made up of blue collar people who are totally not with it.
So that's a good insult.
So he's just
These guys here,
these are rednecks. They're with it.
Totally not with it.
And then he called the judge a pedophile and showed a graphic of her on fire.
That's amazing.
And another judge on fire, and then the Liberty statue between. It was like one of those like bad meme photoshops.
Of course.
Show. And then they were showing another guy talking about the trial and just obviously all this shit that Alex Jones told them to say.
And then the plaintiffs are able to enter that into evidence, that the thing that had happened like hours earlier, and then they just played it in court. So they play him talking shit about the judge and the jury.
Oh my God.
In court.
The jury that's assembled to try him. Like,
and then asked him, incredible. Why did you put this? Why did you do it? And he's like, oh, I didn't do it. And he's like, well, wait, so this isn't your show? He's like, well, it is my show, but like I do a lot of, I don't produce every segment. Just he thinks he can like twist every situation.
Like he's an actor or something.
Well, no,
everyone who listens to him believes everything he says.
Right. Well, he's just doing his show as his trial, and like the judge literally had to at one point be like, you can't lie here. Like you fucking swore to God.
Yeah.
You can't.
Do you think perjury charges are coming down? Because they did catch him lying a couple times.
That's the next thing, and that was the big moment. Of course, is that the best lawyer on the planet Earth, Raynal, accidentally. So they've been trying for 4 years this discovery process, and Jones has been completely non-compliant, has not sent them anything useful. The one thing that they did send him that was interesting is that they somehow acquired a full medical record of another Sandy Hook parent. That was sent in a discovery. They're like, okay, well, we have to talk about this later, because how did you get this guy's medical records, you fucking creeps? So they sent him that. Didn't send him anything pertinent. And then the lawyer accidentally sends Alex Jones's entire cell phone record.
That's what I was going to ask you.
To the plaintiffs.
Okay. Did they share that information with the public?
So get this shit. So he sends them the cell phone. Now the lawyer has 10 days to say, hey, that's privileged information. We're going to object to this being entered in evidence. And he does nothing.
Wow.
He doesn't do his job. He's just like, he did not return their emails. So after 10 days, that enters the public record.
Stupid motherfuckers
and
with stupid
that
motherfuckers.
Is,
surprise.
Again, this is an endless pinata. There is no end to the double bubble coming out of this thing. And that's when, because Jones had said for years that, in his text, he had never said anything about Sandy Hook. And that's where we get the soundbite.
Mr. Jones, did you know that 12 days ago, your attorneys messed up and sent me an entire digital copy of your entire cell phone with every text message you've sent for the past 2 years, and when informed, did not take any steps to identify it as privileged or protect it in any way. And as of 2 days ago, it fell free and clear into my possession. And that is how I know you lied to me when you said you didn't have a text message about Sandy Hook. Did you know that?
I told you the truth. This is your Perry Mason moment. I gave them my phone, and then...
Mr. Jones, you need to answer the question.
No,
Did you know this happened?
No, I didn't know this happened. But I mean, I told you I gave them the phone over.
But just
And you
answer the
said,
question.
you said in your deposition, you searched your phone. You said you pulled down the text, did the search function for Sandy Hook. That's what you said, Mr. Jones, correct?
And I had several different phones with this number, but I did, yeah. Well, of course. I mean, that's why you got it.
No, Mr. Jones, that's not what happened.
Do you know what perjury is, Mr. Jones? And just a
Amazing.
fucking... And he goes, well, you got your Perry Mason moment. And Alex Jones also does a fake cough throughout the whole thing and said that he had a busted larynx.
Oh, of course. This is all
just-
little kids stealing from school shit.
Yeah,
it's
he's
all
trying to do Ferris. He's Ferris.
terrible.
He's Ferris Bueller.
Yeah, it's terrible.
And then they're like, well, we saw on your show the other day you were talking and you weren't coughing at all.
Yeah, right.
And he's like, well, I have a cough button that I step on.
That's right. We have great editors.
Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
But yeah, the last thing I wanted to mention is what they found on the phone, because the phone has been turned over to the January 6th Commission. Because they've been trying to get a hold of that too.
Let's hope something happens with that.
Well,
shit,
so
though. It's
that's
exciting, but I also
No,
kinda
that's
like,
it's funny.
I hope something
here's
happens.
what's gonna happen. Nothing, because when the lawyers got on there to talk about it, they basically all but said Alex Jones's whole position is making himself look like this like big money playa in the right wing scene. And the lawyer described the contents of his phone as he's like, honestly, what I see here is a very boring, very pathetic man that no one will return their calls.
Oh.
So apparently his entire phone is just him like texting, whoever, Steve Bannon, be like, you want to come on the show? And then just getting ghosted by all of these people, which is even, I mean, as
Where you
much
at now? Richard Linklater.
Right, yes. Oh, God.
Before sunrise, motherfucker. I'm just going to start now attacking him as Alex Jones. You fucking animated, make a movie for 15 fucking years to make an hour and a half. I'm just kidding.
But the bombshell was, of course, that the one person who is returning his calls from the right wingosphere is Roger Stone. And he revealed last night, Mark Bankston on the Young Turks, revealed that Alex sent some private photos of his wife to Roger Stone.
Hell yeah, bro.
So just like, check out my wife's titties, Roger.
Lone wolves out here. Watch out.
Yeah.
You with the lone wolf.
And Bankston did bring up the point that he's like, I am not saying these are non-consensual, but there's not a lot of evidence to suggest that the wife knows that her tits are being sent to the fucking creepiest man on the planet.
Is a locker room.
Before or after the divorce?
No, this is his current wife, not the divorced wife, the current wife. Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
Yeah. So
This one could have been real, dude.
Alex Jones
you ruined
is a
it.
cut? Is that
Could
what
have
we're
loved
saying?
you. She could have loved you, man. Why'd you do
no,
that?
I think he's just no.
Lose
Roger
everything.
You're gonna lose everything.
Roger Stone is like confirmed swinger at the very least.
Sure,
cut
bored with
perhaps.
money, yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so just an amazing week. This is the most I've ever paid attention to a trial, I think.
Yeah.
I'm
glad they just get it all now. Maybe there's a listener who's also doing what I'm doing, which is like, cool, now I never have to read anything.
No, but Seth, there's 2 more trials coming, baby.
Okay, well, you have to tell me on the follow-up episode.
So we just we're gonna
we should do a live marathon where we watch it.
watch along. Yeah.
Yes, because you know something is happening, but you don't know what it is. Do you, Mr. Jones?
Y'all, we have time for just one more segment, and of course, this is our jam of
Oh, shit.
the fucking week. Oh, do you hear it now?
Oh, man.
Echoing out over East Hollywood. Oh, Are we going to blame it on our roots?
Blame it all on
Oh, yes, we are.
That's right, Alex Jones.
Is,
Are you blaming your roots?
yeah, this is the G-Man, Garth Brooks, from his amazing record, No Fences. This is Friends in Low Places. Apologize if we're going to have to stop and sing this chorus when it comes around. But let's Seth worked at a bar in Nashville.
Yeah.
How many times have you heard this fucking
You know
song?
what's fucked up is I worked at a stupid hipster bar, so I never heard this. I heard a lot of Elliott Smith and the Kinks. But my grandfather wrote Ring of Fire with June Carter, so I'm very from Nashville.
That's true.
My dad played...
Hold on, please.
I got hills them old places. So I've hated this music my whole life. I mean, Johnny Cash is great and everything. But my dad's great and everything as well. But my dad played bass for Trisha Yearwood and a bunch of people in the 90s and stuff.
Oh, G-Man's wife.
I've seen many country music concerts and been in many studios, and it all sounds exactly the same.
Have you met Trisha?
Yeah, I've met Trisha before. Yeah, but not since I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
But it was funny is when we were eating at a restaurant. And she had like a huge black wig on and glasses,
Hell
and she looked
yeah.
insane. And Dad was like, "This is Trisha," and we were like, "Oh, hey." She was
what?
like, "What's
So
up?"
like go incognito?
Yeah.
Oh, that.
Yeah. So the
But
cooker bar
doesn't
and grill,
that-
baby. Good
Doesn't
old.
that draw more attention? Like, who's this mentally unwell person
Perhaps.
with a wig?
But that, I have an image burned in my brain of her in disguise. But she, and Garth Brooks was a doorman at the Bluebird.
Oh yeah. That's
So my dad knows all those folks, and everybody's very nice. And I
Sure.
would say this is better, and so is Trisha's music.
Yeah,
than
hell yeah.
Most
dude.
country music.
I fought it for many years.
Yeah.
I really did.
It's hard for me even now.
Yeah, you're.
I hear the bass go boom, and I go, I hate this shit. My dad loves great.
country key.
Yeah, my dad's a badass bass player and is an incredible musician outside.
yeah.
He makes all sorts of weird music, so it's not just country. But anyway, so I'm immediately like, I wish I understood why this is good. But I'd like to know why.
Like I said, I fought it for years,
me
and
why.
then I learned to stop worrying and love Garth.
Yeah.
I like it. You know what? I don't care.
He's got some class,
Yeah.
I'll say. And the live show's insane. Every clip I've ever seen of that has been like, holy fuck, this guy's amazing.
Oh yeah, and he always cites Kiss as his biggest influence.
Really?
Oh yeah, he's always like,
Yeah.
he's like, I do country music because that's the genre I'm good at, but my biggest influence is fucking Kiss. So
That's amazing.
And knowing that,
Well, he loves Chris Gaines. Oh, that Chris Gaines shit is exactly.
oh, we have a
Persona
whole
stuff.
Chris Gaines episode. I did more research for the Chris Gaines episode of
Really?
this show than I did for anything I wrote in college.
That's amazing. What do you guys know about Garth Brooks? Do you like Garth
Yeah, I was gonna say, what do you got?
I mean, I've definitely heard of him. I've literally in Chicago seen like bars where they'll play Garth Brooks on the south side of Chicago.
Yeah, hell
Totally.
yeah.
People tear up for that shit.
Yeah,
No
absolutely.
shit.
Yeah.
When Rivers said we're gonna have to all sing along to this chorus,
were like,
I was
I
like,
don't-
I know how out of touch Rivers is with the reality now. He thinks this is a popular song. No one knows who the fuck
No
this
one
shit
knows.
is.
There are no more low places.
That's the problem. with
Everyone's
this-
connected. That's
no low places.
So low or high places, just the internet.
Of course, the plot of this song,
Yeah.
is literally a man showing up at his ex-girlfriend's wedding and giving a toast, right? So
Awesome. Storytelling. He does a lot of storytelling in his lyrics that I have noticed and thought was cool.
Yeah. But as you might imagine, the comment section of YouTube is loaded down with people who really relate to the sentiment of this song.
course.
So let's get into it now. First up, Peaches 83 from 3 years ago.
Peaches 83.
I swear this song is about my ex, Declan Kavanaugh.
She named him.
Declan Kavanaugh.
Plenty of women he knows is low places.
Is low. I mean, their
Take that,
vaginas.
bitch!
Their vaginas are real low on their bodies. It's disgusting.
And by the way, I should mention just for context, Garth Brooks did play Joe Biden's inauguration, so there's quite a few people that are still kind of salty about that.
Oh, right. They should have stopped at Chris Gaines, folks. This man doesn't give a shit about what you think he gives a shit about.
Rodney Hall from 5 years ago. Fuck Garth Brooks. I would rather watch a dog lick his ass than waste time and money to see this piece of shit. He may go to work for the Clintons, sing for them, but we people don't need or want his piece of shit to sing for us anymore. Ban Garth Crooks. Just like his fab people, the thieving traitor Clintons. May they all burn in hell. Karma a bitch.
Dude, Garth Crooks.
Karma, bitch.
He thought about that for a couple days before.
Karma a
Garth
bitch.
Crooks.
Garth Crooks.
How about that?
That's a fucking a rapper used that name, people would be like, "That's a badass name."
It really
dude.
would be. Yeah, you would have to even
I get
spell it
that
with a
Garth
dollar
Brooks
sign,
mixtape,
or
hell
yeah,
yeah.
just Garth Brooks. Like, who's this
Sponsored
dude?
by BLK.
Yeah, that's right.
Johnny V Val from 3 years ago pisses me off because I'm that guy in a low place. He comes around
I'm
just
in a
to
hole in my backyard.
He's self-reflecting.
he comes around just to see me in my miserable state so they or he can feel better about his decent life. So when he walks
Life. He's talking to life about it.
So when he
Run
walks
life with life.
You get it, life.
So when he walks around high society and feels out of place because he's used to hanging out with low lives, doesn't make him a hard ass or a tough guy, makes him more of a bitch ass because he isn't trying to help anybody or buy a
Music
shot.
kicked in right when you said
or
he's a little
beer.
bitch ass. I got friends.
And then he feels better about himself. Fuck that shit. Give a guy a decent job or
rage
an
room.
He
opportunity
needs a
to
rage-
make
he needs a
himself
rage room
better and
real
not a
quick.
fucking other problem.
A rage room of Garth Brooks posters.
Yeah,
And
so-
Joe Biden posters.
This was shocking. We had a Garth himself, no check mark, but Garth Brooks from 10 months ago. Hi, I know this is like a dream to you. Thank you for being my fan.
I love this kind of
I
shit.
really appreciate still comments on my old page. It's the season of love. So I decided to put a smile on the face of my fans by going through old posts of my official page and hitting up random fans so I can get to relate with my fans better through discussion of depth and humor, listening compliments and criticism
This is
of
an AI.
my career walk.
This is an Indian scammer for sure.
That's amazing.
This was
A
a
bot from Sri Lanka.
This was a scam that picked up for a while, where people would pretend to be a celebrity and they'd be like, "Hey, I don't have gas right now. I don't have my credit card."
Yeah, they asked for fucking money.
I know this
Yeah,
must
they
be
end
a
up-
dream
they
for
end up
you.
asking
I
for
know.
money.
That's the best.
This must be a dream for you.
dude,
I'm
like-
Woody Harrelson, and
One time I
I'm
gave
lost.
Garth
Runs
Brooks.
behind on my car payment.
I just need some help. We're making White Man Can't Jump part 2. It's a reboot. I'm going to make a lot of money, so don't worry.
And the funny part is, it works so well because dumbasses are going to be like, "Dude, I'd love to tell my friends I gave Garth Brooks $80."
No shit. Man, he was just trying to get back to his car. I was like, of course, dude.
craziest story you'll ever hear. Craziest story right
He's
here.
just like us, man. He's got a YouTube account and a keyboard and everything. He types out words just like you and me.
I love that there's no humbleness in this version of Garth Brooks. I know this must be great
This
for
must-
you to read
Yeah,
right
he's
now.
no way. Hi, this must be a dream for you. But I was wondering in Pump 6.
Alex Marks from 1 month ago. I'm an event manager. I've just gotten the job, but yeah, I feel this song. Although I've studied like several different social thing, I have not that. I'll eloquent with words coming out of my mouth.
Wow. That's like the last words of Dutch Schultz.
That person was hit with a taser and then still managed to like.
That's a person's
back it
brain
out.
Foaming at the mouth, but
exploding.
they're still typing.
Yeah. That's good liquor right there. I'll
Hell
tell you.
yeah.
Good moonshine.
Sweet Avalon from 3 years ago.
Sweet.
Woo! Sweet Evelyn. Come on, girl. What you got to say? This song's bringing all of my roots out.
It is fitting here. It is fitting as I sit here drinking my rum on the day my ex-husband is getting married. Fuck him and praise Garth. Hell yeah.
All right. Hell yeah. Okay.
Get it out
Praise
there.
Garth.
Let 'em
Very literal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Think of that sad life. Your fucking ex is getting married, and you're like, "I'm on fucking YouTube
Yeah.
alone."
Plus, you like named the liquor. Like it's like you just go, I'm drinking. You're like, I'm sitting here with my rum.
Yeah.
It's way sadder.
My true love,
Yeah,
rum.
Don't say what you're drinking. Just we know you're drunk.
Rum underscore. And these tears.
Yeah, you must be drunk. We know.
Lithium KC from 4 years ago.
Wow.
1990s.
That's energy
Why is
drink, right?
that? Yeah, why?
1997, Pace in Arizona.
I love that. Set the scene, buddy. Interior.
Exposition
Yeah,
Day.
That's screenwriting 101.
exterior trailer.
Yeah, that's right.
Daybreak. I'm at my friend Wesley Nelson's one night.
Willie Nelson's cousin, of course.
Wesley, he's Pace in Arizona's best Willie impersonator. One night, his dad was hollering this song, having a grand old time.
Hollering this song.
In his
Hollering this song out like you do.
Wearing his number 3 Dale hat
Yeah, there you go.
and his skid mark whitey tighties.
Because he shits his
And we
pants.
used to laugh our asses off.
That's it?
Yeah,
what a
so-
beautiful memory.
Yeah, so just their alcoholic father just going,
Yeah.
and he's just laughing
That
at
would
him.
make me sad. It made that guy happy.
No, he
Isn't
loved
that incredible? The world.
He fucking loved
He
it.
enjoyed that. That would have maybe destroyed my life.
Schizo Boss from 7 years ago.
Schizo Boss.
I,
Really good
I
rap
worked
name.
for this guy. once.
I think we all did.
Good rap name. Schizo Boss. Get on the mic. Fucking tear it up. Schizo Boss.
Jim Beam chases away the memories of my ex I dearly care about.
Naming the liquor. What is with
She,
Jim Beam in particular?
she thinks I'm insane. ... She'll see when I'm big one day or another who's really insane.
When I'm fat as hell, she'll be like, "Who's insane now?"
Dude,
I'm gonna get so big.
Rage room.
It'll
Go
seem
to the
ins-
rage
it'll seem
room.
insane.
Or a suicide manifesto. What are they?
Yeah, yeah.
That's one of my favorite phrases ever is when people say, "We'll see who the crazy one is."
One day.
You
Yes,
definitely.
you're already
You're
the
the
crazy person here.
That sentence gave it up. It's you.
Got a couple more here. Maddie Colton from 7 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Didn't Garth once say that YouTube was the devil, and then voila, he appears here? I wish you guys would take him and his whore wife and Donald Trump
Damn.
off. Just think of the space you'd have that you could post something we all appreciate and enjoy instead of these fack-ass losers. I know there's people that actually like them, and they're losers too. So
What's the thing we all appreciate?
I guess she wants...
It is worldview. What is it? Seinfeld or something?
yeah.
What does he think that everybody likes?
This one's weird because she hates Trump, but she also hates Garth too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, what? Put on something we all like.
She's a
Puppies.
very nuanced person.
Yeah, yeah.
Complex.
Braxton Jones, not Bronson Jones. Shout out to Bronson, Venice Underground.
Shout out to Braxton. I'm
Yeah, shout out to
Braxton.
Braxton.
Hey, Braxton.
Braxton Jones 2 years ago. 2 of my exes got married to each other. It's complicated.
It's complicated.
I had to be.
He had to mention that.
I had to be physically stopped from going to the wedding.
And by who exactly? Security? Family?
I would have bribed the DJ to play this. I mean, how often do you get to roll a double? Which I love. Calling your 2 exes getting married, rolling a double. Oh, that fucking rules.
That guy rolls. Braxton in the house.
Yeah. Miranda Daniel from 2 years ago. I've been listening to the song for about 2 decades now. I just realized that the guy in the song was crashing a wedding. Okay, so that's not the interesting thing. This is the last one. The reply to this is amazing.
Cats in the Cradle's about his dad wasn't around.
10 years to figure
Yeah,
that out.
yeah.
I think the Beatles were on acid.
Yeah.
This is the reply. Jack Watkins from 2 years ago.
Jack Watkins. Saddle up.
Damn it, man. This is one of the reasons I liked it. It appears that the poor country boy just upped to snuff for the rich girl, so she got some of that long goober loving and then left him. Boy, I tell you what, if that was actually a Garth occurrence, I bet she's pissed now.
The Garth occurrence. Mark that down as another Garth occurrence. Like, I'm leaving you, Garth Brooks. I can't hear this all day
That's an
long.
excellent phrase he's come up with.
That's a Garth occurrence. You know,
A friend of mine was drunk when this song came out, and he's still drunk. I said, why do you stay drunk all the time? He said, I don't want a hangover. Makes sense to me. Hell,
That's true.
I got a few friends, and we're all from low places, I guess, but I could call them in the middle of the night, and they'll come to the aid and bring guns if necessary. Well, probably not if necessary, because most will be armed all the time anyhow. I'm an old-timer that lives out in the woods.
I'm an old timer. Listen, I know. Impossible Burgers scare me.
He's going to cover such a wide variety of topics. I love this guy. Garth, these days, the low places you're talking about, I reckon, are Facebook and Twitter and Twatter or whatever else there is.
Good one. No one's saying that but you, buddy.
That's such a dad joke. Twitter, twatter.
Yeah. That's a Garth occurrence.
I actually hang out in a low place. I call it Happy Holler, and you won't find it on a map because it's just me, a hound, and a bobtail cat. We party on our own. Catch me on.
How could that be fun?
That's like sad.
How could that be fun?
Single person. You see that on like
Somewhere
online.
Catch me on a good day, and I might be cooking a little wild catfish. Catch me on a better day, and I might have some smoke with it. And if it's a wonderful day, I'll be sitting on the side of a lake fishing in the front yard. Makes me think back to about 45 years ago. Like, this is one of those where you're just
What is
like,
it, Vietnam? He's like, this
rep-
reminds me. I killed him, man.
This replicates the experience of talking to an old man so perfectly. Takes me back about 45 years ago. There used to be a pine stump out at the edge of an old field.
that I had sex with numerous times.
Hell, it was there when I was a young man. And I guess it'd still be there if nobody's pulled it up and used for kindling. But anyway, at one time they said that you could put $25 down, and then I think it went to $50 and a name and put an old rock there, and then your problem would be solved. Low places.
Wow.
Which
Very strange.
I think he's talking about moonshine, like the song Mountain Dew, where they talk about putting money in a stump and then the moonshiner brings around. But if you don't know that,
yeah, that just sounds.
it sounds like you had someone killed. You put a name and money, then your problem would be
this
solved.
is his religion.
I was told 10 months ago, but I might have 2 months or 2 years to live. And a couple of the doctors said that I maybe had 2 to 5 years, but then I quit taking the medicine and I got well. But hell, it's because I was hunting and fishing, didn't feel like nothing was wrong with me until I started taking their medicine because they said I was sick. I hope I can make it that long.
Oh, he's dead, right?
My dad was killed in a car wreck when he was 82, and my granddad died from an operation at the age of 96.
That's pretty good ages, though. If you're gonna burn out like that.
Yeah. Make sure to alert me in 15 years. Roll Tide, y'all. Roll Tide, y'all. So that...
When was his last comment made?
That was 2 years ago.
He's dead. The pandemic got him. Yeah. Him and his hound dog fucking died out there. He put his name on a stump and passed out.
You should respond to him. I responded to a comment from years ago on YouTube recently.
Really?
And
Oh,
the guy,
yeah.
Well, the guy, I was listening to DJ Screw, and this guy commented, I've only listened to DJ Screw for the last 8 years, or something like that. And so I commented, and I was like, do you still do that? And he's like, yeah, mostly. I mix in some like West Coast and Southern rap in.
Explain your program. What are you doing?
Decade of your life just only listening to DJ
That's
Screw.
hilarious.
Hey,
Yeah, if you're
nothing
not
wrong
on
with that.
codeine, that's going to probably not be as cool as it should be.
And that is the one and only G-Man, Garth Brooks, with Friends in Low Places, our jam of the week.
I liked it better than I thought it would.
Oh, it's a...
I only had to hear it 17
Oh,
times
it's
on
a
a loop
bop. It's
while
a bop.
you spoke in the background, and now I think I love it.
It's a bop. Prateek, where can people find you on the internet?
Prateek Comedy, PRA, and I'll spell it because people are dumb. PRATEEK Comedy. I won't spell comedy. I hope you know how to spell comedy.
Yeah, that's right.
Some of the people who listen to this podcast
They may not.
might need
That's
it.
true.
Yeah, PrateekComedy.com. That's my website. I have an album out called Nick and Sheila's Kid that's still on Spotify. I know comedians still have things on Spotify.
Oh, wow. Yours isn't one of the ones that got zapped?
It did not get zapped.
Okay.
I still make that 51 cents a month.
Hey, hell yeah, baby. Fucking A.
And then, yeah, comedy in English every Tuesday and Saturday at Hostel International.
Highly recommend if you're in Los Angeles on a Tuesday or a
You don't
Saturday.
have to be from. You can be like we get people off the street too.
Yeah, it's not just limited to the hostel. Anybody can come in there. It's a
There
free
have been people who
show.
walk in like, "Are we allowed to come?" Like, yes, you are allowed.
Please,
to come in.
please, yes.
come by.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Rivers is always hosting. We appreciate your help, Rivers.
Oh man, it's the funnest thing ever. Yeah, I love it. And I get to sit in the lobby for like an hour before the show, and you know, as people are coming in, be like, "Free comedy show tonight." Coming out.
They have a taco truck parked out in front now. That's
Ooh,
I thought you just said taco
perfect.
truck porn. I
Taco
was like,
truck
that's
porn.
pretty cool, isn't it?
I'm going to search that.
I was about to say,
It's a lot of avocados getting smeared on things.
Jesus,
There's a special room for that.
I don't know this for sure, but I imagine that's a thing.
Yeah, I mean, everything's
Yeah.
a thing.
Seth Pomeroy, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter under that name and Instagram, and then Letterboxd. I talk about movie shit there. It's Seth Pom. Also, I have a fucking thing to announce that I forgot about. So I am going back to host this thing called the Defy Film Festival, which is like one of the coolest experimental underground art festival, film festival in Nashville. It's the complete opposite of the Nashville Film Festival. It's so fucking cool, and it's all about creativity and art, and it rules. And I've hosted the comedy block there, I think this is my 5th year.
Oh,
And
that
they've been around
rocks,
for like
man.
6 years. So they were like, you got to come back to Nashville and do the fucking thing. So I'm going to come back and host the Comedy Block on the 20th in Nashville, Tennessee. And then I'm also going to do the Q&A for a premiere of a movie called Chest. That's made by a friend of mine named Aaron Irons. Anyways, that's the 20th in Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville.
You should go regardless. The festival fucking rules.
We
and these are
got
great people.
listeners in Nashville. Go see Seth.
Defy Film Festival. I'll be stuck there with nowhere to go except my dad's house. So I'll probably talk to you if you say hello.
Oh, you get to talk to him too?
Yeah, bother me. Everything I do is like a Q&A, though. I have a mic and it was a whole. It's going to be sitting in a row of chairs.
Look, granted, this is going to be a big moment for you.
Yeah.
As Garth said.
I'll ask you a lot of questions.
Yeah.
I have a lot of people. No, we'll come out if you can. That's the thing.
Hell yeah. Sam, where can people find you?
Slam Harder on Twitter, Sam Harder 666 on Instagram. You know what I realized? That old Instagram I had that got hacked and I have back. No one gives a fuck about it.
Yeah, is that right?
This
666 is the hotness.
Yeah, now I get more views. I have like hundreds of more followers on the hacked one, and now no one sees shit that I put on there.
Wow. Really? Okay.
So we're doing all the shirtless pics and blowing smoke into the camera and all the shit I do on that account now.
That off the grid shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
On the grid.
Well, hell yeah. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Rivers Langley. I'm going to be back in Alabama in October hosting the Fall Boogie in Waverly, Alabama. Come out to that for a great day of music and be doing shows probably around the Gulf Coast area. So stay tuned for some show dates there. And you can find our show on Twitter at The Goods Pod, every episode ever, plus new clips dropping all the time at youtube.com/The Goods Pod.
It'd be crazy if someone was listening to this and they couldn't find it.
I know. All the way across. The best way to support the show, head to patreon.com/thegoodspod. Second best way to support the show, head to Apple Podcasts, rate, review, and subscribe. Show that attitude of gratitude, because if you do not have the attitude of gratitude, we're making you eat impossible sausage, motherfucker. The Goods from the Woods was recorded and edited by me, Rivers Langley. You can find our show on Twitter at The Goods Pod. Our theme song was composed by Jonas, the Space Cowboy.
This was a Brain Freeze podcast.